go.
Buddies!
Good evening, buddies. The Cruel Circus has come to town.
It is Ron and Fez night at the Cruel Circus.
Carava's Place in the Village, 162 West 4th Street.
Now, we will be bringing the acts out in about an hour, Fez.
The freaks are very excited, Ronnie. The anticipation, someone's going to walk away with a trip for two to Iceland, thanks to IcelandAir.com.
Now, let's just look over some of the acts we have lined up for tonight, Fez. We've got Craig, the guy who will stick Q-tips up his nose.
Very nice. The Q-tip actually will disappear into his nostril.
Hal is the mental floss guy. He takes off his dog tags, snorts them, drops them down, I guess, the nasal passage, into his throat, through the mouth, and then flosses it all.
It's amazing how much of his dog tag chain that actually takes up.
Now we have Anthony, the guy who's going to grab quarters off his elbows. Tell you the truth, Fez, I found out my son can do more than him.
Really?
I don't see Anthony winning this thing.
Is it too late to get your son to the Cruel Circus?
Adam, who can drink a gallon of milk in less than an hour, although when he tried it on our show earlier this week, couldn't do it.
Complete disaster, complete failure. Will Adam be able to pull it off tonight?
Big Jim, who says he's the only man who can deep throat a banana.
This I want to see. This is going to be good. This is going to be the hallmark act of the Cruel Circus.
I'm gay. When I'm interested in one guy, if he doesn't pan out, I'll bang this guy. I'm gay.
You know who wants to see this a lot too, Fez? Who wants to see Big Jim deep throat the banana? That is Al Dukes' other persona.
It'll be very exciting. I hear there may be a special appearance by the Faggot of the Opera tonight.
Perhaps the way to do that is to have Big Jim on his knees and Al Dukes the standing above him with that banana. Now, Al doesn't mind.
That I gotta say.
Al doesn't mind because, as he says,
I'm gay.
Yes, and
you are gay. You are a homosexual. The opposite of straight. You're gay. I know it. Your family knows it. Dogs know it.
I'm gay.
Right, he does know all that.
We understand, Al.
Now, also, after Big Jim, we're going to have Jay, who is an actual physical freak, unlike some of these other people, Fez, who have come up with some decent tricks. The thing about Jay is that his chest was crushed as he was a young person.
With a baseball bat.
And now he can actually move his sternum so it all points out, almost like there's a huge pyramid coming out of his chest.
He can flex it in a way that it makes his rib cage look like it's actually lined up perpendicular to his body, sticking straight out.
It's grotesque.
He really is a freak. And he's got a lot of attitude for a freak.
Then we've got Christine, who shoots milk out of her eye.
What a find this girl is. This is exciting.
I've seen people blow smoke out of their eyeball before. I think I saw someone squirt water. But it'll be the first to see the big milky tear.
As she snorts milk up her nose through a straw, and then it exits through her, what she calls her reverse tear ducts.
So that's her lucky freakness, that she was born with reverse tear ducts?
She was blessed with reverse tear ducts. She actually, if she was crying, it would actually look like one of those anime cartoons where the waterfalls just point straight out.
That is freaky. I love a freak. I love any kind of a birth defect or a freakness.
Well, we got plenty on hand.
Now, speaking of that, this is something Alyssa is coming in, which I find, out of all the natural strange freakness, an albino, which is thrilling. That's why Johnny Winter and Edgar Winter got so big in the 70s. But Alyssa takes them one better because she is an African-American albino.
Weird. What an oxymoron.
And that's exciting. I would love to just show movies on her white ass.
And what's beautiful is at this point we have not met Alyssa yet. Ronnie and I are going to be as surprised as anyone when the African-American albino, natural to this continent, shows up at the Cruel Circus here tonight.
Now we've got Keith. He's got the weird toe. He's coming in. Another freak birth, Fezzi, where the toe almost goes off from a right angle from the rest of the foot.
His situation is he looks like his toe, his big toe, is on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
It looks like it actually belongs on the other foot.
Now, I don't know, does he have to wear flip-flops all the time?
He says he has actually 2 toe bones. He's got like an extra bone in his foot.
But
So I don't see how a regular shoe could actually fit him.
No way is he's wearing what we used to call hard shoes.
No.
What your mom used to demand on Sundays. You're wearing hard shoes. You're not wearing sneakers.
No, there's no way a shoe could fit on that thing because the toes go in the wrong direction.
Now, we got another guy named Keith that we have had the opportunity to meet. He's fantastic. He has web feet.
We met him last night.
Now, you would think web feet, there's some webbing in between the toes. What we noticed here was it's like the 2 toes, the second and third toe, were soldered together.
Yeah, second and third toe on each foot.
Yes.
Both feet born the same way. So you actually see the line, like if you put your fingers really tight together.
Yeah.
You would see the crease there, the line separating them, only his toes aren't separated. They are attached there.
Here's what I'd like to put out a challenge to Al Dukes.
I'm gay. When I'm interested in one guy, if he doesn't pan out, I'll bang this guy.
Now, Al, come on in here, because we've always had a lot of problems with Al Dukes, and I think this would be a great way for Al to make up for it with us.
You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Al, I really admire you for what you're doing with your new character.
The Faggot of the Opera!
And I'm very excited that you're going to be dressed that way. And excited that you're going to do, Big Jim, that you'll stand over him with a banana while he deep throats it.
This is going to be the Al Dukes show.
What if you were willing to do this, Al, for the excitement, for the show, and make up for all the pain you've cost Fez and I over the year? And I think this is going to be the thing that's going to get us lined up after Cowhead, the way, the 3 of us want. You go to keep the web toe guy, which you've touched his toes tonight. Would you be willing to put those in your mouth?
Say yes, Al Dukes.
I'll touch them. I can't put them in my mouth.
I'm not saying you got to touch them on your tongue. I'm saying you let them go in your mouth without touching and then pull back out. What do you say, Al?
That seems odd.
Yes, it does. It does seem odd.
Yes. Okay. It seems cruel, doesn't it? Yes.
Al, you excite me. Thank you so much for that.
We appreciate that, Al Dukes. You have got a full dance card tonight, my friend.
As your new character,
the Faggot of the Opera.
And I just want to tell you, I have heard that there's going to be a heckler sent from the O&A show at one point are going to yell for you to put your goddamn clothes back on. Just don't listen to them. Be a professional and keep going, okay?
Just keep going with the performance. All right?
Now, Rob is also supposed to be here tonight. He's the guy who can crash through the tables WCW style.
Like he's a Dudley boy.
Yeah, ECW style, I guess you'd really say. Fez, it might be nice. I don't see him winning, though.
Well, it's tables. Make sure that when Rob gets here tonight, he's got his own tables.
Right. Now, yeah, I don't
Not getting charged for those by Caravas.
Yeah.
By Johnny Caravas.
Johnny Caravas and the fine folks at Caravas Place, they need their tables. Plus, I've been there. Their tables have the one kind of pole in the middle. You're not going to break those. If anything, he's going to break his spine or, God forbid, his chest sternum area, and he's going to end up like Jay with a huge triangle coming out of his chest. A pyramid almost.
Although the Caravas, they are Greek. They probably wouldn't mind if some of their dishes got broke.
No, they don't care about that.
They'll dance that way.
They, I don't know why the Greeks love to break their dishes when they're done with them. Is that just at weddings or celebrations?
It's just laziness is what it is. They don't want to wash them.
Well, also their gods seem to like it. They think they're better because they have more gods than us.
Their gods hate dishes. I don't know why.
Sometimes being a Catholic, I feel sorry for our God just being all by himself. I feel like he's a lonely God.
Without having Aphrodite and Apollo and the whole gang to hang out with.
People to have lunch with.
Your kind of people.
Yeah.
Gods.
Other gods. You could be like Thor. You could be the king of the gods or whatever. Zeus.
That'd be nice.
Apollo, I think, was also another king, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like the sun god.
All the other religions have tons of gods. We're stuck with one.
God.
All right, here's another guy that's going to be part of the Cruel Circus tonight at Carrabba's. It's James. We had a chance to meet him. He puts mouse traps on his nips.
Well, you think that'd be enough?
He sets himself on fire. And I'm going to warn you about this, Rory. He's very, very chatty. He's very noisy. He's very disorganized. He may be a guy you're going to have to give the Irish cocoa butt to.
Of course I will. That's not a problem.
Jude is coming in. He's going to, and this guy is got to be considered one of the top 3 front runners here. Jude is a guy who hammers nails into his nose, hangs weights from his nips, hangs one from his junk. What I noticed there is that when he's swinging this weight, he ties it from a rope to the tip of the junk and starts to swing it. It takes the junk and makes it very long and thin.
Yeah, like Plastic Man.
Yeah. So everybody's thinking to themselves, yeah, I like to see my package a little longer. No one wants it much thinner like it's getting. It seems like it's not worth giving that up.
He basically turns his junk into a string of angel hair pasta. It gets that elongated and thin.
Why do you always equate junk with food?
Junk food.
You're so sick. Seriously. It's not right.
I'm trying to paint a picture. It's like fine pasta.
It's an awful, awful picture. Then another freak that we have coming in, a guy named Keith. This is a great act, and you don't want to miss it. Keith will take a neon tube, and it's already lit up. He deep throats it, or as he calls it in the carny business, I'll duke that son of a bitch.
Wow.
Where you actually, now I know you can deep throat things, you actually open up the back of the throat, send it all the way down. And you think, wow, that's a great act, because it goes in about 1.5 feet, 2 feet.
Yeah, that neon tube, I believe, is right about 2 feet.
At that point, Fezzi, Keith will signal us, we turn off the lights, and you can see that neon tube glowing through his throat into his chest.
It's like a nice little nightlight all of a sudden. His throat glows for him.
No, if that neon tube breaks in there, he's a dead man.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. So what he does is he'll wait till it actually heats up a little bit. He says once the tube's a little hotter, the light, it's less chance of it breaking in there. But it's still dangerous.
I wouldn't want it hot. And also, somebody could bang into him, crash into him. And Al said that he wanted to be standing over top of him, pretending that that's his junk because, like Al says, he's the faggot of the opera. So a very big night for you tonight, Al Dukes, and we appreciate everything that you're doing.
Al Dukes hopes to learn under Keith, the neon tube swallower.
Oh.
He calls him Sensei.
He'll be under Keith, that's for sure. Plus, Melissa will do a moan. Sweet Melissa will do one of her X-rated, triple X-rated moans. And also some of the other girls will be making out and, just being the regular Ron and Fez girls.
You know how those girls are.
So then later on in the show, we will do the Ron and Fez employee hot pepper challenge, where we'll find out which of our employees can eat the most hot peppers, sauce, as well as some refreshing wasabi, Fez, that will freshen the breath for them.
Yep, they're going to go through all 3 of those things, competing against each other. Quite a competitive group we have here on the staff. And you know what, Ronnie? You know what makes me feel bad? We never get a thank you.
No.
Who does more for their employees than Ron and Fez?
Nobody.
And do we ever get a thank you?
I've never got one. I would like to get a thank you note that says, thank you, I've never eaten so many hot peppers in one night, and you've given me self-esteem, Ron and Fez.
Maybe a letter that says, Dear Ron and Fez, I've worked plenty of places, Lord knows I can't keep a gig, and never have I been supplied with such free and fresh wasabi.
Free food. How many employees get free food?
We feed them.
Yeah.
Hot peppers, hot sauce, and wasabi.
Cops don't get as much free food as our guys.
And we get zilch back. Not even a thank you. We'll be talking to our entire staff in just a little bit, probably after the break, about the hot pepper and hot sauce and wasabi eating contest. All
right, let's play some of the clips from some of the folks that'll be on tonight. Let's go with Hal the Mental flosser first.
All right, that is Hal, who comes in and snorts his dog tags.
This is what happened when he was on our show earlier this week.
All right, where's the chain go in at? Where you start?
I'm going to put it right here.
Right up the nose.
Right up the old nose.
All right. You go ahead, Hal.
All right, here I go.
He's got his head tilted back, and he's like feeding it down his nostril.
Hulk has his video. Is it comfortable? I dare you. Is he snorting the dog tag?
Okay, so
and we
far.
saw him use a lot of it, and it comes up.
Oh,
all right. Puking it back up through his mouth. There it is.
Oh, he hacked it out his mouth, and there it is.
Hawk.
Oh, well, watch as he pulls it back out, Fez.
Hawk,
You gonna pull it out your nose or your mouth?
I'll go out the nose.
Okay.
And there's a long snot rocket to follow.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful laugh.
Yeah, you can hear you and I both ready to puke.
Because when he pulled it out, there was that big, long string of phlegm and drool. that came right through his mucus passages.
I almost lost it as you were talking about that, Fez. Let's make a pact, me and you.
All right.
We never say the M word again.
That is mucus, right?
We were never saying anything. And
I just had to make sure that was it.
It's one of those words that gets me sick. All right, let's listen to Jay, who does the chest trick. Jay had his sternum cracked, and now can actually arch his chest so it almost turns into a pyramid.
Very odd. Hi, Jay.
Hey, how you doing?
You're going to be appearing with us on Friday night at the Cool Circus.
Yep.
Jay, what exactly is your skill?
All right, I got hit with a bat, and my chest healed. And when it healed, it overlapped over each other, and I could pop it out.
All right, now looking at you, I can't see anything different.
No, I have to take my shirt off.
Let's take your shirt off. Finally, we get somebody's shirt off.
And it's Jay's.
All right, I can see.
Yeah, you can see that
See
there.
where it cracked right here.
Yeah.
So your rib cage, your sternum there,
And if I
just...
go like this,
I don't even know how to describe that.
Wow.
I don't know what we're seeing.
So you kind of flex.
His chest kind of turns into a triangle and comes straight out.
It's like if you're looking at his rib cage, when he flexes, it's like the whole half of it
The whole
turns
sternum.
sideways.
the whole sternum comes out.
Yeah, the whole
No, they
thing
can't
turns
fix
into
this?
a pop-up book.
Well, it's fixed. It doesn't go in, so the doctor said it's fine. As long as it doesn't go in.
That is wild. His whole chest just
can see it
turns
come
and
apart right here.
protrudes.
I can grab it.
Hawk ran, Hawk's puking in the corner.
Al grabbed this thing as he...
Up here.
Make it.
Grab it.
Grab it.
Oh! Oh, God.
I don't see how he can lose the contest.
His chest just sticks out perpendicular to the rest of his body.
So what is this? Like,
All right, now wait a minute. Al has something protruding from his body. And then that really insulted the guest.
Sure, I always like to make a little fun of Al, though, Fuzz.
So that was Jay.
Yeah. All right, now let's listen to a little bit of Christine, who will squirt whole milk out of her eyes. She snorts it first, and then it's almost like a milk tear.
All right, this is exciting to me. I like this one.
And she's going to snort the milk.
She just makes so many sound effects, too.
Oh,
It squirted hard rock, Johnny! Oh, this is great. That milk is flying. All right, and how proud is she? You can actually hear her clapping and cheering for herself.
Now, her eye actually makes a squeaking sound, correct, Fez?
Yeah. It's almost as if, like a bad whistle, like air's trying to get through there. We actually have the squeak her eye makes. Oh, that is not enhanced or anything. That is the noise that comes out of her eyeball.
Now, once Fez found out that this eye was making a kind of a rat squeaky sound, you got the idea that maybe she could play music with her eyeball.
Little did I know she had a song ready.
That's got my eye hurting. My eye's killing me right now.
What was that? Bridge over the River Kwai or whatever?
I think it was. Whatever that song. The one that they whistled in Bridge Over River Kwai. And I think we have a little bit of her crying real milk tears. Is that right? Okay. So here she is, Christine.
And her milk tears.
Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah, that was when the milk, I guess, was running out her eyeball. Oh.
My eye's killing me right now just listening to that.
It's so weird seeing a girl cry. That's bad enough. But when the tears are bright white.
All right, let's go to Jude. Are we allowed to use that word that we have on here for the junk weight? Or does it matter?
That's fine.
Yeah, all right. So he has a penis weight that's tied to it that actually is something I never want to say again, Fizz.
I could look at it every day.
What's going to happen from this point on?
This is going to be some stuff from the genitals.
All right.
Oh, Ronnie, look, here comes Al running in.
Yeah, of course he is.
You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Now you're heading...
Oh, okay, all right, through, what can we say, Roy?
Skull cap.
Yep.
He's hooking it up to the skull cap. And what is that, a brick?
It's like a 5-pound weight.
All right, about a 5-pound weight.
Right off the tip there. Right off the tip. He's
swinging it around.
He's swinging the 5-pound weight around. Connected just through the tip.
Wow.
And then he did. He swung that weight back and forth on a very stretched out piece of junk.
Oh, that is gross. Let's see what else he did. He put the nail through his tongue.
Oh.
I got another one. It's the nail through the tongue.
All right, he's going to put his tongue down. Now, is there already a hole there?
A very small one.
Very small one. So the...
Hawk, you get over there and watch. All right,
he's got the nail lined up with his tongue.
His tongue is on the board. The nail is on top of the tongue. And his buddy just hammered it through.
Oh, now he's
swinging it off his tongue. His tongue is... Oh.
Didn't hammer it in far enough, I take it. Oh.
That man has no nerve endings. Nothing hurts on him.
Here's the weights hanging off his nips.
All right, he's got it. All right, all right, ready? All right, he's got it in his hand. He's got a hook on the chain's going through the middle. And Ronnie, there it goes.
Oh,
10 pounds on chains hanging off his nips, and now he's just swinging it back and forth like a pendulum. Going back and forth like the world's weirdest grandfather clock.
All right, let's go on and go with the guy with the neon light. This is Keith. He swallows a neon light, turns off the lights, and you're able to see it in his throat.
It's really interesting. He makes sure that the room is completely dark so that we can see him. Here's Keith with his neon tube swallowing act.
Here we go. 24 inches of solid neon.
I see in his throat, Fez. I see the neon in his throat.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Wow, and there goes the whole 2 feet.
Wow.
Wow, you can see it. It's lit. Light up his throat. This is so cool.
Oh, Friday night show is going to rock.
Oh, this is excellent.
That is terrific, man.
It is going to rock. Tonight, we're at Carava's place for the Cruel Circus.
Big show tonight, Fezzy. We are going to be live in less than a half hour as we start the Cruel Circus.
At Carava's place in Greenwich Village, 162 West 4th Street. That's at 4th Street at 6th Avenue. And tonight, one of these freaks is going to win the competition in the Cruel Circus and a trip for you to Iceland, courtesy of IcelandAir.com. That includes airfare, 2 nights hotel, Scandinavian buffet breakfast, all from IcelandAir.com.
Now, of course, the freaks that we got, they're going to be shoving Q-tips as far as they can up their noses, snorting dog tags, deep-throating a banana, that's a guy, and then some of the freaks of nature. A guy who his chest, his sternum is cracked, then turns into a pyramid. Web feet people with weird toes, black albinos.
Wow, I can't wait.
A young woman who can cry milk by snorting it. A guy who's willing to set himself on fire, and mousetraps that he's put on his nips on fire. a gentleman who's going to hammer nails into his nose, hang weights from his nips and his junk, and then Keith, who's going to deep throat swallow a neon tube and then let us watch the neon laid up in his throat and chest.
I can't wait for this. It's the Cruel Circus tonight. God bless the freaks.
Now, because of this, our employees came to us and said, please, Ron and Fez, can we do something? We'd like to eat hot peppers, wasabi, and hot sauces until we get sick. Is there any possible way this can be worked into the show?
Now, when they came to us with that, I immediately said, listen, Justice League of Losers, you've never done anything right. You've never completed assignments. What makes you think you can compete against each other? They're adamant, Ronnie. They want to go at each other tonight.
Sure they do. Of course they do. Now, you look this over. We've got the interns, Wonderboy and Rachel the Tenacious C. Cute, but never going to win this contest.
No, definitely not Wonderboy. Wonderboy has 0 in the testicular fortitude area.
The only way that he could actually get over big with the crowd is when we show off the incredibly large moles that he has on his back.
Oh, man, talk about freaks of nature. The human mole boy.
Yeah.
We're going to take him into Caravis.
Tenacious C, the only thing good about her is she's a girl who loves to use the C word. Describes herself as having a beautiful C.
But does that mean she can eat hot things?
No.
Probably not. She's just a girl.
Now, you look this over, I can't imagine Billy Staples winning because he's got a stapled stomach.
He's got a problem.
That's going to be a problem with him. And also, just listen to his digestive tract. That's, he's already bubbled up down there, Fez.
We give him hot sauce, wasabi, and hot peppers. He may actually sound like Times Square New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Now, Al Dukes, on the other hand,
when I'm interested in one guy, if he doesn't pan out, I'll bang this guy.
He likes it hot, but not that hot.
No, and not there.
He likes a hot shake, as he puts it. Or he said he's ready to toss a hot salad.
So, but does that mean he's got an advantage in this hot eating contest?
Here's a guy I do like this. The Hawk from Queens, and then Rory Hamptons from Strong Island.
You got to think that these two are going to be the leading contenders.
First, we'll talk with Rory Hamptons. Rory, why you?
Because I'm going up against a fag, a fat guy, and a guy from Queens.
How do you tell them apart?
Exactly. How can I not win?
Yeah. I know this. I look over past things that we've done on the show, Fezzi, on a ledger that we keep here at all times.
Yeah.
Rory's never lost a contest.
That's true. Roy Hamptons, handsome Roy Hamptons, is undefeated on the Run and Fez show.
And it will not happen again today.
And he's the only one of our employees who's ever used the show to score with a chick, which I think is fantastic. I think it's great that that one of our employees actually tags women.
Yeah, I mean, look at the rest of them.
Well, I think they could. I think they, as Fez pointed out, lacks the testicular fortitude to do it.
I definitely agree with that.
All right, now let's check in with
Hawk Fact. Hawk Fact.
the kid from Queens, Fezzi, the man everybody loves, Hawk.
Hawk, why do you think you're going to win this competition?
So I'm the only guy from one of the boroughs. You got all the suburban guys.
Again with the boroughs.
You're very geographical, and I don't understand it.
You've got Mr. Long Island, Rory Hamptons. He's no problem. Same with Billy, another Long Island guy. Then you got Al from Jersey. There's no way these guys can beat me. It's absolutely impossible.
So you literally just think it's from where you were born and raised. That's all you got going for you.
I have had a tougher life, and they've had it nice and easy.
That is true.
As a tougher life, listen, Orphan Annie, did that mean they made you eat hot things in Queens?
That's just some of the things I ate.
What the F are you talking about, you freak?
He swallowed a log.
Oh, and it was spicy. It was just disgusting. Hawk.
What else have you been eating, Hawk? Anything that you want to tell us?
Yeah, Hawk, I could do longer.
Oh, God.
Al, it's not your turn, and quit hitting on the competition. That's an unfair advantage.
What I meant by that is there's more ethnicity.
What is there, Hawk? And I'm glad you're drinking. I'm glad you're so excited that you're drinking.
See, that's why we can't bring the Hawk out to a bar. We got him at Carava's place, and he's already into the ouzo.
Mm-hmm. Just a few beers to lighten the mood. But no, I've grown up
with ethnic food.
Yes, and eating Mexican food, Italian food, Indian food.
Oh, because you can't get any of that in Long Island or Jersey.
Now, let me ask the other guys. Out of all the different foods, which do you think you could handle the best?
Yeah, hawk I could do longer.
Oh, please.
Oh, hawk is not an ethnic food, Al.
Why do you even talk that way, Al?
I'm gay.
I know you are.
Don't talk down to us.
All right, let's check in with this gentleman, the great Fezzi, who amazed us at the last live gig, Billy Staples.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts, who smokes blunts, who smokes blunts.
Theme music. It's Billy Staples.
Thank you, Maestro. And your stomach.
Billy, why you?
I'm the guy. Hamptons has someone to chew his food for him first, growing up with the golden spoon in his mouth. Hawk's a little bony ass, can't swallow anything probably, and Al's drinking his stuff in fluid form, if you know what I mean.
Not really.
No, not actually.
Everyone drinks their stuff in fluid form.
He drinks other guys' stuff in fluid form.
Well, I wonder if that got dumped.
Golly.
Okay, we understand.
Yeah, these guys are nothing. I got advantages left and right.
What are your advantages?
Why do you make jokes like that about Al?
I'm gay.
I know, but I want him to explain it, Al.
It's very simple. This is why I am going to win this thing. I mean, you're looking at a new and improved Billy here. For God's sake, if I can't beat these losers in a lousy pepper eating contest.
You think because you're on mood-altering drugs that you're new and improved?
I know. What is new and improved about you?
You're the $6 million man.
Hey, guys, just look at me. You know I'm a different person. Come on.
You look exactly the same, maybe even a little worse.
No, this is the difference is
here. $600 a day habit, man.
The difference you're not seeing is I'm in love with myself now. See, and
because you jay every once in a while doesn't mean that you're going to win this.
See, I love me, and
you know why you love you?
Why?
You're the last person not to give up on you.
You actually...
Me, your family, your friends, any teacher you've ever had, former employees, we've all given up but you. Of course you love yourself.
Billy, you finally found him. The last man on earth that'll love you.
But I'm slowly winning you all over.
Sinking Fezzi into the quicksand of his own making. It's Billy Staples.
All right, go ahead, Titanic. I'm sorry.
I have a titanium stomach now. Well, part of it's titanium.
Yeah.
And it's going to be no problem.
Isn't it a problem, though, for eating?
I'm just going to have to chew the food a little more than these guys, which is actually a disadvantage for me, but I'm still going to win.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Do we have to wait that long?
Yeah. No, the old Billy's gone. The new one is back and here to stay.
Yes. Everything's wiped clean.
All right, Billy.
Billy's here!
That's how he comes back from rehab every single time.
Hello! Billy's here!
On a damn pogo stick. Get off that thing.
So, Billy, you're set for this? You're super psyched?
Look, and I owe a lot of it to you guys. Mm-hmm. You guys took me out for sushi last week. Never had sushi before in my life. Loved it.
Sushi's not real hot.
You realize that?
Well, they had the wasabi, right?
Yes, and we're having wasabi tonight in the competition.
The difference is that you're going to have to eat a great big hunk of wasabi.
This is
by itself.
Look, you guys took me for the sushi. I had the wasabi. I loved it. This is going to be a piece of cake. And you know what?
It's not cake.
Not if you have to.
He doesn't get it. It's the mood-altering drugs. What's the drugs that you're on now?
Celexa for antidepressant and Xanax to help me feel better.
Oh, boy, you're an addict who's really doing well for yourself.
You're good.
I'm going to bet this. If it was a Xanax eating contest, I got you.
Why don't you put some hot sauce on that 24-hour chip of yours and enjoy that?
Actually,
that chip is open 24 hours, like his pie hole.
That's the name of his biography, 24-hour chips and salsa.
1 hour at a time.
So you guys don't even get it. This is extra incentive for me now, being a new and single.
If you got a 25-minute chip, I think that you're lying.
My chips are very important to me, Ronnie. I have many of them. I actually found my 7-year chip the other day, and I was like, oh, this is not good anymore.
Yeah, that's the old Billy that you're glad you got rid of, the one who actually stayed straight for a while.
That's bad, Billy. This is wasabi-loving Billy.
Not only will you not win this, Billy, I also see you probably finishing last, being the first one out, later feeling depressed, getting drunk, and beating up a woman. That's how I say the night ends.
See, Ronnie, no.
Oh, no, I'm a drunk.
Yes, we do, Billy. That's okay.
Yes, but don't hold that against me, because when I win this contest, this is a great opportunity for me now for all the RonFest.net girls who are always there. This is, you know what, to meet chicks, all these girls out there are going to be wanting me because I'm winning this contest.
Yeah, they all want the guy who can eat a ball of wasabi, that's for sure.
They always want somebody who makes these noises. All right, which one of the girls that you're looking over now that you're single and it's time for you to mingle, which girl are you after?
That's a tough call. I'd have to go.
Are you going to be putting a chicken palm on a hook and casting it out into the crowd?
He loses his contest. Someone's getting smacked in the face with a chicken palm.
Oh no.
Hey, watch Billy.
No.
Listen to the girls.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Billy, who you got your eye on right now?
Right now it's between two. I think if I was either Crazy Claire or F Me Boobs, they'd be better watching out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a threat? Because I'll call the police right now. I'll call the police.
They'd be better watching out.
Because old Schmoody's back in town.
That's a pretty good impression.
He's Frank Fontaine anymore.
You're just not used to the new me. That's the problem.
I can't stand him.
I hate him.
I hate him almost as much as the old you. There's not a you I can stomach.
But see, to me, this is perfect. Matter of fact, I saw my psychiatrist this afternoon before I got here. My meds are fine. He may even want to increase the dosage a little bit.
Why don't you do that? You can go lead the parade, even though you're not invited into it. It's like talking with John Nash.
It really is. You know what? I have some worries about this doctor of yours. I'm going to give you the name of another doctor I want you to see. It's a Dr. J. Kevorkian. And I just hope you can get in to see him quickly.
I'd love to open up the journal that his doctor keeps and just seeing this written under Billy's name.
The Netbar files?
This is when Billy rings the bell, what it sounds like in the office. Oh, jeez. His doctor is sitting there just down on whiskey waiting for his 4 o'clock Billy Staples meeting. He's got to do 2 shots even to look at Billy.
Billy's papers are known as the extra large files.
This is the 2002 model. We just came out with it.
Is that weight or what are we talking?
No, hell no. I'm looking good, guys. Come on, honestly. I am looking pretty damn good.
All right, we've had enough of your ramblings, Billy.
All right, you're not going to win.
I'm winning.
Some facts.
Not only are you going to lose the contest, you're going to lose in life. This has been predestined.
I'm sorry to disagree with you.
And you better hope there's not reincarnation or else you're coming back as a martini olive or something. I'm not sure what.
Hey, I'm not the one who said you were a loser. I'm just listening to your probation officer and all the ex-wives.
Some of which are the same person.
Yeah. All right, let's bring Al Dukes back into the fold here. Al Dukes has never won one contest on our show.
He is Charlie Brown when it comes to competitions.
You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Here he comes, the fabulous Al Dukes.
Al, why should we believe you this time?
Well, first of all, like you said, I haven't won any contests, so I'm long overdue to get a victory.
You always get your kite tangled in a tree. That mean girl pulls the football out from underneath you. And when you pitch in the baseball game, the batter hits it so fast it knocks all your clothes off.
That was a line shot. That was a linear, baby.
What do you want, Charlie?
All these other guys, they seem way too overconfident.
Sure. Maybe because they've been with women.
I've been with women. I'm going to be like the Patriots were to the Rams, the surprise, the one that everybody thought wasn't going to win.
What if you come in with a speech, a dull speech?
I just had an analogy listening to these other guys. That's what I was thinking the whole time I was
3 months ago, that'd be exciting.
Yeah, you're coming in as the Patriots, the 85 Patriots.
Now, Al tried a different kind of training session than most people. He pierced guys' junk.
Really?
Yeah. Jude, who's going to be in the contest later on tonight, said, "Is anybody want to help me pierce my junk?" Al's jumping up and down and scratching at the guy's sack.
Oh, it's pick me.
And I want a little something like this. All right, now what exactly do we have?
It's a 16-gauge piercing needle.
Okay, and you'd be comfortable to let Al run the needle through you?
Sure.
I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, we can. Get over there, Al.
We can. I'll just I'll line you up and he'll clamp it and you can put it through.
All right.
Do it.
All right, Al.
Al, we're not asking you to get yours nailed. We're asking you to help the nailing.
You got to practice with this or you're not going to be able to do it on Friday. So there it is. It's all clamped up.
Do it all
yeah.
Al wants to hold the hammer in his mouth.
What am I doing on this thing?
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
Rub it first, Al. Now he's about to run that piercing.
Push it right there.
To jam the piercing through the shaft.
You see where
I don't want to go down there. Just let me hold the needle.
Al, here's the thing. You can't, be fooling around on it. You got to do it forcefully.
Right.
And strong.
Want me to show you first?
Comfortable.
No, I can do it. I know.
Turned on.
You know the area.
Al, should you taste anything first, or are you okay?
I don't think that would do anything.
Well, make us laugh.
Sure.
There you go. Just
I go down there with the needle.
Just go.
Don't be poking around. You got to do it
right, Al.
Right through the middle of the clamp.
Right there.
Yep. That's good. Just push.
Oh, nice work, Al.
What did it feel like, Al?
I heard it rip.
That was Al's own hymen.
Now, Al, here's the last time we did a live gig. This was Al boxing against Joe Pooh, and when he really concreted his reputation as a loser.
Here's the fun part with this piece of audio. Wait for the bell to ring, then just count off the seconds before you hear Ronnie announce that Al is down in the first round of this fight.
There we go!
The main event is underway!
Oh, Pooh catches him right up! Joe Pooh is rocking him!
Pooh going for haymakers! All right, that's it. I would love to play more of this, but that's it.
I guarantee you within an hour of tonight, of right now, we will be hearing Al Dukes is down again. I don't know how, I don't know why, but that head of his is going to break all over again.
The glass head, Al Dukes.
Make sure you listen when we come back. We will start the contest. The Cruel Circus is underway. Who will win it will be Anthony, drinking a gallon of milk in an hour. Adam, who pulls quarters off his elbows. Craig, shoving Q-tips into his ears. Hal, who takes dog tags, snorts them, and mental flosses. Big Jim, the only man who will deep-throat a banana.
Hooray!
Jay, who can make his chest come straight out like a pyramid. Christine shooting milk out of her eye.
Ew.
Keith with his web feet.
Gross.
Another Keith with a strange toe.
Something about the name.
Elisa, the black albino. Rob crashing through tables. James setting himself on fire and putting mousetraps on his nips.
Nice.
Jude having hammering nails into his nose, then hanging weights from his nips and his junk. And Keith, the neon tube swallower. Also, the girls of Ron and Fez, Hot Pepper Challenge, and the Sweet Melissa XXX Moan of the Night.
It's all coming up when we return. The Cruel Circus will begin at Carava's place in the Village. Someone's going to win a trip for two to Iceland, courtesy of IcelandAir.com.
It is the Ron and Fez Show, doing a live gig from the Village. This is a show you don't want to miss. If you can't make it, don't turn your radio off tonight, folks.
We start parading the freaks when we come back.
We are the Ron and Fez Show.
Broadcasting live from Carava's Place in the Village, where on a clear night you can almost see E.T. Barnum spinning in his grave. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Al Dukes. And now let's introduce your hosts, two guys who were thrown out of the circus for stealing the safety net. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, radio's high-flying duo.
It is Ron and Fez live at a special location with all the VIPs. And look out here, Fezzy. It actually looks like a comic book where all the supervillains get together at the same time.
It's the Legion of Doom.
It is. It's Legion of Doom time.
What a bunch of freaks. And that's just the audience.
Hey, can we get a little more volume in the room? I don't know how it's coming across on the radio.
I'm sure on the radio it's fine, but we need everyone to hear us in-house.
In-house, yeah. Because it sounds like we're working on a close-and-play stereo right now.
Is that a walkie-talkie you're talking on?
It's my first radio. One of those little things you bring in.
They're a friendly crowd tonight.
Yeah. What's that smoke? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry. It's nothing.
Please, it's nothing.
Oh,
it's just your cigar.
Oh, the Nature Boy only comes out for the big shows.
Apparently, he needs a place where he can change.
Right.
And it's not going to be next to the pita bread in the storehouse.
You can't even change your emotions in this room. It's so packed. All right, we are going to get this started. A little freak show today. And actually, I met two people that I actually consider freaks. They told me they were Al Dukes' friends.
Weird.
And they weren't imaginary this time.
They were his college roommate and his niece, right?
And she's not getting any older.
She can't be real.
Don't worry, they're watching the baby in the bathtub. It'll be perfect.
Al had to leave. He had some papers to drop off for the FBI.
All right, Al Dukes, come on up here. Hop up like a big
Here he is, the fabulous Al Dukes.
I'm straight.
Wow, does he bring excitement to the stage?
Oh. What was that, dear?
Faggot of the opera.
Don't do that. He hates that.
Come on.
Hey, way to shut him up, Al. You put them in their place.
All right, Al Dukes is here for the Cruel Circus tonight, and Al said to me one thing and one thing only. If we do the Cruel Circus, can my boyfriend Big Jim come?
And we said, you tell us if he can come or not.
Oh, no, not like that.
Oh.
No.
With Al, I assume the worst.
No. Well, he assumes the best with that.
He consumes the best.
Oh, again.
Yeah, again. Yeah.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Clever and stupid.
Sure.
So very, very close.
The spunk. Yeah.
By the way, Fez wearing his Batman T-shirt tonight. With his Riddler cap. Totally confused.
When you're broadcasting live from the Batcave,
yeah,
you got to wear the right stuff.
So, yeah, he said, can my boyfriend Big Jim come and deep throat a banana? And Al says,
I'm not gay. These jokes, they don't mean anything if I'm not gay. I'm straight.
Hear that? Your gay jokes have no effect against him.
Yeah, but I'm not gay, so it doesn't really affect.
Oh, shut up.
You're ruining this opera.
Even live, he's fake. It's so weird. All right, so we're going to do that, but first, we got to introduce, for this contest tonight, Fezzi, before we get to the judges, the prize is a nice one.
It is. It is a trip for two to Iceland, courtesy of IcelandAir.com. Airfare, 2 nights hotel accommodations, and a great Scandinavian buffet breakfast. You can't beat that. When it comes to breakfast buffets, you're not going to beat the Scandinavian.
No. No, a lot of fish, I imagine.
I'm sure herring.
Herring, yes.
Right. So thank you, IcelandAir.com, for that trip for two to Iceland that one of these freaks is walking away with tonight.
And also, don't worry, everybody. We promise we'll try to make it as hot as humanly possible here.
What was nice is Iceland got a nice cheer. Are there people in the crowd from Iceland tonight?
Yes.
Iceland! 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 Iceland!
Just so you know, Iceland's not in Jersey. It's a different Iceland. Greenland sucks, sure. There's always that Iceland-Greenland thing that's a problem.
We should have booked Bjork.
Oh, and speaking of problems, good news. Billy Staples is drinking again, so...
Very nice, Staples.
Like he said, hey, I'll wait till tomorrow, I'll get another chip. What do I care? And I think that's a good idea. I really do.
One chip at a time, Billy.
Right. We're ready to believe you. My name is Billy, and I was drinking again last night. We know, Billy, every day. Same meeting.
Billy, are you drinking now during this meeting? Just as something to cut the tension.
Sure. He's got to get a load on just to go to those meetings. They whine like babies. All right, first we want to introduce the judges for the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, our first judge you hear on the show is the Mikey D. Mikey D.
Our Broadway baby. The Tony Award nominated Mikey D.
Yes, he had 5 times Tony Award nominated.
5 times. All
right, Al, stop standing next to me. Thank you very much. Seriously. It's if, like, the Secret Service couldn't protect you. That's Al. And he's just standing and glaring through the room. Like, if any of these people attack Ron, I'm running. It's nice. Also, from promotions, Fez.
Really? We spared no expense.
Yeah. And you know they do a good job because most of the people go in New York, WNEW, what's that? Is it on the radio? Is that it? Right, exactly. Here, hey, since you're working in promotions, here's one, a billboard. Try that. Just to see. Just one billboard would be nice. Here's one, a TV commercial. It might sound nuts.
Just some ideas we're throwing out.
It's Rossi. Rossi.
He drove the van tonight. We had to let him judge.
And with Rossi, as always, Fez, it's Kimmy Gibbler.
Hi, Kimmy Gibbler.
You know, I've always had a dream to see the promotions department kiss, Fezzy. I don't know, nice. Is there something happening there? No. Come on over. Just one quick kiss.
One quick kiss.
That's illegal.
Just one quick kiss.
No. That's Rossi. She's going to have babies. They're going to have little promotion babies.
All right, now Al Dukes is throwing up because he saw a hetero kiss.
That's all right, Al.
He just yelled breeders at him. Why?
Why the taunt? Why can't you just accept people?
Why don't you go breed?
Damn dirty heteros.
He won't be in any situation where the genitals look so different. He says we should stick with people of our own genitals. By the way, good news for everybody. The Ron and Fez girls are here tonight. And we have cages to dance in. And where is the young lady who told me that she doesn't mind getting totally naked once she's drunk? We just met her. And
I'm sure we'll meet a few of those tonight.
Wait for Helen and Mira to pounce on her. Like vampires on a virgin. All right, our last judge in the look, hey, Kimmy Gibbler is still blushing from that kiss.
And Al's whispering in her ear, what was it like? Is he good? How was he?
You're living my dream, Kimmy.
Was it everything I've always thought it would be?
He goes home and just writes Al Rossi on his notebook. Albert Rossi, Mr. A. Rossi, and then occasionally just Rossi.
That's his favorite.
That's Al.
He carved that in my desk at work.
Our third judge tonight is a guy we used to be real good buddies with.
I don't know what happened, Ronnie.
Then he left a scathing attack on us.
On our voicemail. Dropping the F-bombs on us.
We tried to talk to him on the radio, but we couldn't hear him on the other end.
Technical difficulties.
He's recently dropped 167 pounds. Yes, man! Oh, I guess he's not here, Fez. I can't see him.
Where's Ass-Man? I thought Ass-Man was
see
here.
him. All right, it looks like we'll have to get another judge then.
Oh, no. He's done it to us again.
I can't see him.
Ass-Man's outsmarted us again.
All right, let's... how we doing on time here? We okay? Do we need to break before we come back, or can we do a bit first? All right, first, Al Dukes' boyfriend is going to open up the freak show. How many of you ladies can actually deep throat? All right. Boy, that comes as a shock. Sweet Melissa can do it. Wow.
She's out there. Me.
How many of you guys can deep throat? Is there any? Al Dukes. Well, here he is from the RonFez.net board. It's Big Jim.
Come on up, Big Jim.
Hello, everybody. And Al Dukes, why don't you be here with him while he does it?
Albert, come up on stage with Big Jim.
Just a peck on his cheek.
You know, I know we're in a Greek place tonight, but for the cheers for male-on-male kisses is unbelievable.
That's coming from the management. The management
has asked.
Kiss him.
Or as they say, once you're on a boat, you're allowed to do it. All right, here we go.
International waters.
Now, Al, this banana that your boyfriend's going to deep throat, is that in the neighborhood of the 5-pump machine? Yes.
No, it seems large.
Large for you. All right, what about this baby banana? Still a little...
Yeah, it's large. Large banana.
Hang on, let me get a cocktail, Frank.
Still large. Oh, I thought you were talking to a guy named Frank. No?
Ouch.
Yes. Like he's being double donged.
Someone in the audience just screamed, "Look how Al's holding the bananas."
Seriously, Al.
So Al tries to hide them behind his back.
This is just a fruit.
What a weirdo.
All right, let's talk to Big Jim. Big Jim, where did you learn to deep throat a banana?
In high school.
In high school.
I had a bad gym teacher, too. Yes.
All right, let's see you do this.
Coach Love.
And now we need all the judges to be paying attention now. This will be the first of our cruel circus freaks tonight. Oh, we're not even going to peel it. He's got about halfway in.
And he did not peel it. He wants to keep it extra firm.
He had it about 10 inches into his throat.
Nice. Not much left. Yeah, you can see where it's still wet.
Now, Al, how far would you say that is? Well, don't wipe it on it. He wiped it on his face.
Ow, why would you wipe that on your face, Albert?
Al, how many times are we going to tell you? You can't come hopping in here gay as a cricket.
You like it. You're a dirty boy.
All right, you try it now. Let's just see how far you get. Try it again. Try it again. As far as you can.
Time. The crowd wants you to stick it in.
All right, Al just asked me if it'd be fair, and he said it would be easier if he could shove it in his...
And he'd like to do that with a pineapple.
Bag it up, the opera.
Hey, you know what? At least I'm man enough to admit it, all right?
I like this. The guy who just took in 10 inches of banana is standing here, but the other guy's getting taunted.
All right, now let's also see, as we're going to try with each freak that comes up here to see how long Al can eyeball him without turning away. This is for extra points.
Al Dukes cannot make eye contact with anyone.
You ready? Here he goes. Oh!
Al, we said eyeballs.
Oh, he's looking at the gonads. All right, let's go over and check with our judges. Rossi, first we're going to have you rate the kiss with Kimmy Gibbler.
Easily a 10.
Wow! Kimmy, remember when you were telling us you had such a big crush on him? I think he likes you back. I shouldn't have said that, should I?
Oh, no.
I shouldn't have said that one.
All right, what would you give Big Jim for his banana deep throat?
3.
A 3?
A 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10.
Why only a 3?
You didn't take it all the way down.
Oh!
And that's what Rossi likes.
Let's peel that, all right? Let's peel it.
He wants to peel so he can show off.
He gets a chance.
He's saying it'll adjust the... Rossi says it'll adjust the score.
All right, Big Jim's going to try it again. This time he's peeling the whole banana.
Right. Al, push it in. Al, hold on to it and help him. Hold on to the end. Oh, come on.
There you go.
Now, do a nail in front of Al with that. Come on, Al. Stand there nicely.
Al is now holding the banana over his crotch. Al's holding the banana over his crotch as Big Jim embraces his waistline.
All right, Rossi, your adjusted score.
7.
Yeah! Thanks for the help there, Al.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go to the ass man. Ass man, what do you have?
8.
I can't hear him. I guess he's not here.
He judging or not?
No. Let's hear it.
8.
What did you like or didn't like about it, ass man?
He went deep. I like it.
Big Jim said, wait till you lose another 167. All right, let's go to Mikey D, who's also Greek, as he...
That's true.
And is very, very familiar.
And was taught this trick by a young Ken Berry.
Jimmy definitely had a lot of practice on that. I'll have to give you an 8.
An 8, nice.
Wow, some easy grades here.
All right, so what's that total score? Someone do some math.
23.
A total score of 23.
Well, Fez, you can always look over to the cage where the beautiful Tenacious C will be writing up.
Oh, she's our
23 for Big Jim.
She's our scorekeeper girl.
Yes.
Inside a cage.
Right, and she's very.
Take it off! Take it off! Take it off! Take it off! Take it off!
Not yet. She will.
I'm gonna hand her a banana.
I guarantee you guys that the cages will be used. The cages will be used tonight. All right, we'll be back with our next freak in just a few moments. Who's next on the lineup, as a matter of fact?
What do we got coming up next?
Let's do the mental flossing.
All right, we'll bring up Hal next.
Hal will come up, snort a dog chain.
We want the freaks! We want the freaks! We want the freaks! We want the freaks!
Ronnie, they want freaks!
We want the freaks!
We'll be right back. We're Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW. 1.
Floss in the morning with Pharrell. Don and Mike show. Opie and Anthony afternoons.
7.
Ron and Fez night.
WNEW.
If you love DVDs but you hate the high prices, DeepDiscountDVD.com is the place you want to go. DeepDiscountDVD.com is the online superstore with thousands of DVDs.
I am so excited about this DeepDiscountDVD.com. The selection, I checked it out, DeepDiscountDVD.com online. Selection blew my mind. I could not. There's lower prices than I've ever seen before. No matter where you find these prices, DeepDiscountDVD.com will beat the price. They'll take on anybody, Fez.
And they have the guaranteed lowest price and free shipping. Free shipping from DeepDiscountDVD.com.
Don't have a DVD player but want one? Check out their Go Video player for just $94.94. You heard that right. $94.94 for a DVD player at DeepDiscountDVD.com.
And right now at DeepDiscountDVD.com, you can pre-order for Lord of the Rings, Beautiful Mind, Training Day, and more. Don't waste any more time. Get the lowest prices for DVDs at DiscountDVD.com.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
All right, buddies, we are back. Right, so far in the Cruel Circus, Fezzy, Big Jim, the first contestant, did very, very good on the scoring. This may be easier scoring than I thought coming into this.
Big Jim deep-throated a banana during the last break and came up with a score of 23.
So Big Jim deep-throated a banana, and then Al stuck a pair of plums in his mouth.
Ronnie, those were plums.
Oh, my God. All right, let's bring up our next act, Fezzy.
All right, our next act, we're going to bring him up on stage. He is the mental flosser, Hal. Hey, Hal, how you doing?
All right. Hal, you actually take dog tags, snort it, it goes up through your nose, and then you spit it out your mouth?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, plain and simple, right there.
How'd you learn how to do this, Hal?
Back in boot camp.
Back in boot camp. All right. Now, what is the Fezzy? Do you know what the passage that's connected there actually is, or?
I guess it's your sinuses or your nasal passage, huh?
Palate, yeah.
Your soft palate.
Is it going through the throat at all?
Yeah, it goes through the throat. That's what gives me the gag reflex. It makes my eyes start to water.
Big Jim can help you with that.
All right. Yeah, right. Big Jim doesn't have a gag reflex, but this guy does. All right. Who wants to see this? Who wants to see a guy mental floss actually take his dog tags and floss what I believe, Fez, he will be flossing his brain.
Ew!
I'm not a doctor, but I believe that the chain will go up through his brain, down through his throat.
Somewhere. I think I read that.
It was in a medical journal.
What branch of the service were you in, Hal?
I was in the Army.
All right.
What?
Ronnie, if we don't let him run a chain up his nose and out his mouth, the terrorists win.
That's true.
It's true.
And, all right, let's get this thing started. And you may want to step back, everybody. It gets a little snotty.
I think it actually gets brainy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of that, the technical term is brain juice. Not the kind of juice you like, Al.
I'm gay.
Oh, are you, Al? Thank you. I like everybody can do our drops for us now. And Billy. There you go. Bill, you're doing a great job before your extended vacation. Be here. Remember what we talked about? Do it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Take your time, and please, we need total silence for this. Total silence. One mistake, and he may lose part of his brain. All right, there it is.
Here goes Hal, the mental flosser. He tilts the head way, way back to actually feed his dog tag chain up his nostril. Look at him. He inhales it, Ronnie.
He is inhaling it, and it's still going in. It looked like about 12 inches. Oh, I got a little grossed out. He's gagging hard. He is now flossing. As we stand here, there is chain coming out of his nose. That same chain running through the nasal passages, through his mouth, and he's flossing. All right, just to make sure, Fezzi, that this is not fake, let's bring up Sweet Melissa. Melissa, I want you to grab both ends of this chain and floss for him. There she is, flossing.
Sweet Melissa's flossing. How the freak?
Unreal. I am loving it.
All right, now why would that turn her on? All right, now here's the difficult. Now, does it come out your mouth or do you pull it back out your nose?
The way you want it, Ronnie.
Which way you want it?
They want it out your mouth so they can see it. The whole thing. Yeah, take the chain, take the dog tag itself off.
Yeah, they're gonna have trouble getting that up a nostril.
All right.
Got that one yet.
Oh, that's rough.
All right. Oh, he's yanking it out of his mouth. There it goes, all the way up his nose. That one got me, Ronnie.
Wow.
That one buckled me.
Yeah, that buckled me too.
And again, a big line, a big stream of brain juice came out.
All right, what you guys think of Hal? All right, let's go over to our judges. And Rossi, can you actually do this once without kissing Kimmy Gibbler? Can we get by that?
Do you have to kiss someone every time we bring an act up?
Yeah. All right, what are you giving him?
We'll give him a 7.
Give him a 7.
It's early yet. We gotta see everybody.
The gay guy with a banana got a 7.
Yeah, it's from doing too much coke.
All right. He says the only reason you can do that because you're doing too much coke, but that don't make you a bad person.
No, not at all. No. This is the U.S. Army here, mister.
That's right. He does more coke before 6 in the Army. All right, let's go over with the ass man. 10.
What did he say?
10. I think. He gave him a 10. A 10.
Oh, a 10. All right.
That's our first 10 of the evening. Now let's go to Mikey D, 5-time Tony Award winner, Fezzi.
Our Broadway baby, Mikey D. What do you score, Hal, the mental flosser?
I'm going to give him an 8.
An 8. All right, let's go over to the beautiful Tenacious C.
Tenacious C to the scoring cage.
Hal has a 25.
That puts Hal in the lead.
All right.
You try sticking a chain up your nose, Osami, you son of a bitch.
All right, now, Fezzi, also, a lot of people are going, Rachel, the Tenacious C, what does the C stand for? She has told us tonight that she will let us know.
Finally, the mystery unveiled. What does the C stand for? I've always wondered.
God, the women are asking the other one. All right, one more time for Hal from the U.S. Army.
Now leading the Cruel Circus with a scored 25. Thanks, Hal.
All right, we've had a couple freaks up here. You know, some freaks are able to do stuff because they've picked up different tricks. Some happen to be mutants, Fezzy.
They're some of my favorites.
A physical mutant.
Real-life X-Men.
Now, this next gentleman comes to us with a whole different kind of chest than most people.
The result of a strange accident.
Mm-hmm.
We bring up Jay, the chess guy.
Jay, the chess guy. Now, just to show you, just before we started off, a little foreplay here. First of all, show off the fingers. He's just got knuckles just that aren't even existent in some of these fingers.
It's like he can break his fingers.
Yeah. He's Mr. Glass. But the scary thing about him is that he has a chest. Fezzy, how would you explain this? Would you say it bends?
It concaves or convexes. It convexes. It sticks straight out when he flexes it.
All right, so it's a convexing chest.
Yes, it turns sideways almost.
The sternum kind of breaks in upon himself. So we'll need you to watch very quietly here, folks.
All right, Jay's taking off his shirt.
The ladies are loving this.
All right, he looks normal enough right now. The chest turns into a camel hump. All right, let's see it one more time. It sticks out like a pyramid.
All right, let's bring over the lovely Gina.
Kill the freaks. That's wrong.
Gina from Hoboken.
Hi, Gina.
We want you to take your hand and rub the chest hump. Just put it there.
What's wrong, honey?
It's poking out.
Yeah, buddy.
You can... When he sticks his chest out, you could actually pick him up like he's a piece of luggage with a handle.
Oh, God, he's got his hand underneath his sternum.
You could stick your hand right underneath his rib cage.
All I can say is this young man has a future, Fez. Anyone? All right, let's go over and check with our judges, Fez.
All right, we'll start off with Rossi from the WNEW Promotions Department. What do you give Jay, the chess guy?
4.
4? A 4?
You know,
you are drunk on Kimmy Gibbler.
Are you noticing that Rossi is not impressed unless someone's sucking a... Why so low, Rossi?
I'm not impressed.
You're not
a defect.
It's a defect,
like
yes.
It's not.
With Rossi, it's foreskin to win.
A defect is what this is all about.
It's not even a good defect.
It's a great defect. He's got...
Jay, how did this happen? What was the horrible accident?
I was hit with a baseball bat in my chest.
You want to try it, Rossi?
And this happened from Mr. Mike Piazza at the Eddie Trunk Show.
Wow.
They get all hopped up on that metal. All right, let's check over with the ass man.
Ass man, what score do you give Jay, the chess guy?
6.
What?
No one can hear the ass man.
What is it?
6. 6.
What? Now what?
6.
Why is 6? Why is 6?
Not to get here to perfect.
Why, ass man?
It's a good thing. It's a natural piece of his body.
It's a natural piece of his body.
You gave him a 6? 3 plus 3? 5 plus 1? 4 plus 2? 1 plus 5? Negative 7 plus 1?
Wouldn't that be negative 6? That would be negative 6. All right, let's go on to Mikey D.
Mikey D.
Well, I'm willing to say already is our only judge that makes sense.
Mikey D still bearing the grudge of being cheated out of the 1977 Tony Award.
I give him an 8.
An 8! Thank you, Mikey D.
Thank you. That takes us back to Rachel, the Tenacious D, in the score cage.
That would be an 18.
18.
An 18 for Jay, the chess guy.
Jay, I am appalled. If it was up to Fez and I, you'd be getting a perfect 30.
You give me another 5.
It's true. You're exactly right.
Well, I'm glad he's not leaving bitter.
Sure. Now, Fezzy, maybe just to take our edge off from some of these freaks, we bring up Flash and Annie.
There she comes, one of the Ron
and Fez girls. And find out. I wonder how she got that nickname, although I think she's no. I promised the club we wouldn't do that tonight. She did it anyway. Oh, put those away.
Annie, we promise.
Ron and Fez girl kiss of the night. Which young lady would like to come up and kiss Annie? What do we see? Look who it is, telling Helen.
Telling Helen. If Helen knows something, she's telling.
There they go.
Someone yell and get the banana. And they're still going at it.
There they go. All right, that's okay. All right, ladies.
Al Dukes is in the corner going, ew, icky.
Al, come on up here.
Bring up the fabulous Al Dukes.
Al, this doesn't excite you at all?
Not lesbianism. I'm not into that.
It's got to be two guys.
What's normal, guy and a girl?
Girls. I can't tell what they're saying.
It's another USA chant.
Yes, we love this country.
I'm sorry, Al.
Now, girls, telling Helen and Andy the Flasher, Al didn't like your kiss.
Fag it up the opera.
The faggot of the opera.
Was that the nature board doing that?
Sure.
All right, we got another contestant. Thank you, ladies. We'll bring you up later.
Thanks, girls. Andy the Flasher and telling Helen.
All right, the next gentleman, Fez, that we met, who does some strange stuff with a Q-tip.
That's right, it's Craig. Q-tip Craig. We'll get him up on stage. Craig can actually make a Q-tip disappear. Come on up, Craig. How you doing tonight, Craig?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Now, how did you learn this Q-tip trick?
I saw it at a freak show with a nail, and I started with a Q-tip.
And you thought a Q-tip would be softer than a nail?
Sure. No, there's a nail act over here. Hey, we'd be glad to hammer a nail into your nose. All right, here he goes. Well, first he wets the Q-tip.
He's wetting his swab.
There it is.
He's turning to the crowd.
And the Q-tip disappears in his nose.
It's completely gone.
Is he doing another one here, Fez? Or has he got that stuck? All right, he's got
to dig that one out. How's it feel up there, Craig?
It's all right.
Is it stuck, though? It's weird? Now, does it start to fade back?
Yeah, and then I'll eventually swallow.
Have you ever swallowed one before?
All right, let's see if you can't take it out for us with the other Q-tip. Or maybe we'll get a pair of, pliers or something. All right, he's digging into his nose with another Q-tip to get out the missing one. Oh, there it is.
It's just peeking out. There it is. He's twirling it out, and it's out.
There he is, folks.
There he is. Craig Schwab. It's Craig Schwab. Craig Cotton Schwab.
All right, let's check on over with our, let's wake up the judges.
There they are.
And see what they happen to think of this little act.
First, we'll go to WNEW's promotions. Rossi.
7.
A 7.
A 7.
And why a 7, Rossi?
He got a 10 if he did it with the nail.
He would have got a 10 if he would have done it with a nail. I'm sorry. Craig, I'm sorry. All right, let's go over to Ass Man.
All right, Ass Man, what do you give Craig?
8. 8. 8.
12 plus 4. 2 plus 6. 8. Exactly.
We can't hear him.
I don't know why anyone can't hear the Ass Man.
All right, now let's go over to Mikey D.
Mikey D, our Broadway baby. What do you give Craig?
I'll give Craig an 8 as well.
Another 8.
8.
All right, I think that was a couple of 8s and a 7. Let's check over with the Tenacious C.
In the score cage.
23.
All right.
That is a 23 for Craig.
So we got through 4 contestants. Who is the leader right now, Fez?
Right now, our leader is Hal, who snorted his dog tag.
USA! USA!
Representing the U.S. Army.
USA! Alan's gay! Alan's gay! Alan's gay! Alan's gay! Alan's gay! Alan's gay!
I can't really tell what they're cheering.
Alan's gay! Alan's gay! Alan's gay!
All right, let's bring Al Dukes back up.
The fabulous one.
Al, a lot of people here think that you're gay.
But that's incorrect. I am straight.
All right. Let me just ask you this, Al. If you had to be with a guy, if Nazis had your parents...
And they're going to kill him. You know how Nazis are.
Who would you be with?
I'm not gay. If Nazis had my parents and a gun to my head, I had to pick a guy out of here?
Yes.
I'd probably pick Rooster.
Hey.
Rooster.
You take him down. Take him down, Rooster. Take him down. Take him down.
Oh, he's getting...
They're putting the boots to him.
Al, get up. Al was just knocked down. Al, are you all right, buddy?
I was just taken down by that cute little redhead up front, Rooster.
Are you okay, pal?
Yeah, not too bad.
He's all right, Fez. You know what that means?
What's that?
Rooster!
Take him down, Rooster! Rooster just drops the elbow.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Freaks. You don't want to miss this tonight.
It's the Cruel Circus. We're Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW and W.
Studio. Finally, they're taking the stress out of hair loss. They're going to educate you and walk you through all your questions. If you just give them a call, 1-800-HAIR-202.
You know, it's the 21st century. You don't have to go through life looking like Moby, like a big cue ball head. Do something nice for yourself. Call this number, 1-800-HAIR-202, 1-800-HAIR-202. Now, MHN, they're recognized as the industry leader in solving hair loss problems. They've been doing this for more than 30 years. They have an exclusive, state-of-the-art hair replacement program. Go there for a free consultation. See it for yourself. You'll check out, see what you look like with a full head of hair. Most important, 100% natural hairline is guaranteed, or you get your money back.
No surgery, no bad toupees, just hair exactly like the hair you once had. MHN has helped satisfy thousands. Now it's your turn. Give MHN Hair Restoration Studio a call. 1-800-HAIR-202. 1-800-HAIR-202.
1027 WNEW, New York.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Because you're keeping the cruel circus going.
These freaks are competing for a trip to Iceland tonight.
And it is such a nasty underground feel that we have here. The last time I had this, we were in Thailand, and we were banging a lot of girls. And I said to myself, I hope this war never ends. I haven't felt that good since then. All right, ready for another freak? All right, here we go.
Right, we're going to bring up one of the natural freaks, one of the natural wonders of the world.
This is a genetic mutant, much like from the film The X-Men. He did not ask to be born a freak, but he is one, and he just asked for your acceptance, that's all.
Here
Come on up, Hips Keith.
Web feet Keith. So everyone can see his wet feet. All right, we're getting Keith up on the table here.
All right, put those big dogs up in the air so everybody can see. Now, if you'll notice, the second and third toes are completely fused together.
Look at that. Rock solid. There is no separation between the second and middle toe.
He was forsaken by God.
I burned him, champ.
He is... Oh, my God. I want somebody to come up and try and fit whatever they can between the fused toes. So we know whether if we have a box cutter or a razor or something. Or if one of the... You know what I would love to see? All right, there's a credit card. Cannot go through his freak toes.
It won't go through.
Now, just to prove that they've been fused together, Al Dukes has promised to put those toes in his mouth.
Nice. Saliva won't even separate those.
No chance. I'll touch the toe, but I ain't licking it.
With your tongue?
No.
Right. Like a high school date, he just said, I'll touch it, but I won't lick it.
Oh.
You know, I'll tell you somebody, I know who'll put the toes in his mouth. Billy Staples.
Big Billy Staples.
Billy, get up here.
He's making his way through the crowd. Hey, Billy
All right, here he goes.
Will he do it? Will he do it? The web toes are in Billy's mouth. Billy, how did that taste?
I think it needs a little duck sauce.
There he goes again, sucking on the web toe.
Or a little wasabi, maybe.
Billy, no one said you had to keep sucking them. Let go of that man's feet.
Billy.
Now we can't get the web toes out of Billy's mouth.
Billy, do us a favor.
Shoot yourself. Hey, fucking Escher.
Hey, Billy, just because of that, because you did such a great job, Billy. That's great.
Yeah, they're on the house, Billy. Nice work, Staples.
Yeah. Well, looks like he's back to a 3-hour chip in a couple of days.
Wow. You know what? I don't know how the judges are going to score this, but Keith, I hope you get points for your beautiful assistant.
All right, Keith, put your web toes down.
Please. All right. We will head over to the judges now. Keith with the web toes. We're going to go to Rossi from WNEW. What do you give him?
6.
How does that get more
Why a 6?
Billy's more of a freak for sucking them.
All right, then what would you give Billy?
9.
Wow.
Great, Keith. You got upstaged by an alcoholic.
Is there a rehab in Iceland?
All right, we'll go to our next judge.
It's the Ass Man.
Ass Man, what do you give Wetfoot Keith?
7. 7. 3 plus 4. 4 plus 3. 2 plus 5. Exactly.
I didn't hear him.
I can't hear a thing Ass Man says.
All right, Fezzi, let's take this a little bit more legitimate with Broadway.
Yes, the legitimate theater.
The legitimate theater. Mikey D, who worked on stage with Ken Berry.
Patrick Swayze
and a very young Richard Gere. What do you give him, Mikey?
5.
A 5!
And Mikey D, probably our most generous judge all night.
Ow. Ouch.
Wow. Isn't it bad enough the guy's got duck feet?
They're not duck feet, they're hooves.
Oh. I'm sorry, Pony Boy.
I'm sorry.
All right, we'll go to the score cage.
18.
Rachel, the Tenacious C.
18. I always wondered about that. We'll find out later what the C stands for.
That mystery will be revealed tonight, what the C stands for.
You know, I'm so weirded out by Billy Staples sucking on those freak toes. Maybe we need something a little more wholesome. We said we would never have her do this again. We said we would never let her on the show again. We said the promos are over. But maybe one more time. Just one more time.
One more time.
It's Sweet Melissa. And she's dressed like the little farm girl next door.
Kind of a Mary Ann Summers look from Gilligan.
All right, here she is with this stuff she's going to do. And we need it very quiet to hear her moan as we start off. Sweet Melissa's moan, live.
It's awfully hot in here. You know, do you mind if I take off my panties? It's awful. No. Well, maybe for you. Because it's awful hot and my aching. On a hot day like this, you can't imagine how much I'm thinking of your sucking it. Because I want you to rain that on me. Right now, I'm thinking of and I love to get my mouth so far down on it. But you're so big. Oh, I love when you fill my mouth. Oh, so good. I would show you with a banana, but we ran out. I tried. So sometimes I'll put my tongue really kind of in a naughty region, you know, and I put it really far in, and I go really fast, and then I stroke it with my hand, you know, when I'm talking, and little. So now I think I've gotten you wet with my mouth. I want to get you wet with my tongue. I'm going to jump right on you, you know. I'm going to start riding you like a little cowgirl, if you don't mind. Please, I really appreciate it. I really need it. Oh no, you're putting, where are you putting your finger? Oh,
Melissa.
With a great moan of the night.
Yeah. And the guy who snorted the dog tags going, wait a minute, this is bull.
Apparently the Sweet Melissa moan made Al Dukes very nauseous.
Al, did that do anything for you at all?
I'm not really into the vocal stuff.
The vulgar stuff?
You know what? There's only one thing to do. Rooster.
There's a rooster! Oh, Al's down again. Al is down again.
I know we said we were doing this as a closed party. Just a VIP party. We keep it very quiet, not even let anybody know where we are. But you never know who's going to stop by when you're in Manhattan. From the world famous Opie and Anthony show. In the cage.
Yes, thank you.
It's Anthony!
Thank you.
I'm sure they're saying freeway.
Something like that.
Yeah.
This is a great place we got here. Nice, intimate. I keep waiting for someone's parents to come home, though. Feels like being down in the basement, you having a party. When the parents come home, everyone's in trouble. Very good. Hard act to follow, though. Sweet Melissa, very nice. The one thing Al Dukes can take away from that is some real hot lines to tell the next guy he's with.
The Al Dukes moan of the night.
All right, and anytime you want to hop in, help yourself, all right?
I think I'll stay in this cage. I'm in a cage away from the freaks.
Or if you want to take Al down.
I got a little comment about the judging.
Yeah, the judging.
Wow, you are brutal. The judges are brutal. They're
You
not
guys suck.
being fair at all.
No.
Toe web guy, all right. You got to give him points for even allowing that toe sucking. It was disgusting. Billy, did you see the way Billy grabbed the big toe and the little toe and dug in like it was a rib?
Right.
You know, he's like got his pinkies out like he was dining.
I don't think it's the first time Billy sucked wet toes.
No, he jumped right in.
That's a scary thing now.
Like riding a bike.
Exactly.
Just jump right in like, riding a bike.
Sure.
Right.
Trying to spread the nad, sure.
Yeah.
Fezzi, did you ever notice that wherever Anthony is, with him as always, Stalker Patty?
Yeah.
Stalker Patty's in the crowd.
Look at her standing there. She was hoping I could hook her up with a date. Maybe someone from the place.
Stalker Patty saw Keith and said, wow, I love his feet. She thought the web guy had nice feet.
Well, they could maybe hook up with, they got a common factor there, the disgusting, deformed feet.
She's jealous.
Stalker Patty walked into the places and the judges gave her 27.
And she's not even competing.
She's not even trying.
It is a cruel circus.
Her with her Auschwitz hairdo.
All right, time for one more freak. This young lady, Fezzi, I'm very, very excited. This is the kind of woman I could marry because you want to spend your life with someone that can cry tears of milk.
Unbelievable. We're bringing her to the stage. It's Christine, the milk crier.
All right, Christine, the milk crier, here's what she's able to do. Because she is a simple freak of nature, she is able to snort some milk
send it up your nasal passages? Does it go
up my nose, into my tear duct, and out my eye.
All right, up the nose, through the tear duct, and out the eye. The reverse tear duct.
All right, you guys over in this section. Shh, shh, shh. This is a very, very important part of the show that we're doing here.
It's a delicate operation here.
This is a young lady that the FBI and CIA have been monitoring, okay? Because what she does is not normal. I will hold the milk cup.
All right, big cup of milk. She's got her straw.
I don't know.
There she goes.
She's snorting the milk. Okay, holding it. Now watch the right eyeball.
She's got a nose full of milk. She's putting pressure on her eye.
All right,
the milk didn't go in the tear duct. All the milk she snorted just ran down her outer nose.
We had to abort. There was a problem. Just so the judges know, that was a false start, and everyone always gets that. All right, you ready to snort another line of milk? And you know what? I think if my mom would have gave it to me this way, I would actually have stronger bones.
Powdered milk.
I remember plenty of nights I'd say I'll snort anything white.
All right, she's got another snoot full of milk. She's putting the pressure on the eye.
Watch the right eye. Oh,
wait a minute.
It is.
Oh, she's crying
down. It's pouring out. Watch the eye. Watch the eye.
Watch the napkin.
She's spreading the eye open.
Oh, it's squirting. We're getting squirted.
Oh, it's bubbling up in her eye. Oh, it's like blowing milk bubbles in your own eyeball. Oh, big.
I love it when it starts out. Maybe I'm wondering this. While she's blowing that milk out of her eye, would Billy Staples catch it in his mouth?
Billy is lactose intolerant, but I think he's willing to do this.
Billy, are you willing?
I am ready and willing to do it!
So proud of you, Billy. Okay, see as much as you can squirt.
All right, Christy, with the lactating eye, she's snorting another nose full of milk.
It's a very dangerous trick. All right, watch the right eye. She's going to be squirting. There it is. Billy's catching it. It's right in his mouth.
Oh, my God.
Nice work. Squirted right out. Oh, and it runs down her nose again. Nice work, Christine.
Christine also said she would like to play the song with her eye, because the eye can be a musical instrument. If you read the Bible, it says that in there. So we need total silence. Total silence. Even the alcoholics in the back, total silence. Listen closely for this beautiful song of her eyeball.
Sounds like a bird.
Very nice. Jingle bells? Or is it jingle bells?
That's big time.
Nice work, Christine. The eye whistler and the lactating eyeball. She's available for kids' parties.
Wonderful stuff, Christine. I'm going to keep you up here with me like I'm all excited.
Got milk in your eye?
All right, let's check with the judges.
The crowd trying to influence them. We're going to go do it. Rossi, what do you got, buddy?
10.
Let's check with the ass man. 10.
What?
10. 5 plus 5. 6 plus 4. 7 plus 3.
All right, that's...
I'm not sure what he got there.
20 so far.
And
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you.
Will it be a perfect score? We're going to take it to Mikey D from Broadway. 10. 10. In the score cage, the Tenacious C is showing a perfect score of 30.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's the Cruel Circus with Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
All right, buddies, we're gonna do a couple of beer tricks real quick. Here is a trick that Nurse Mira has taught us. It's a shotgunning a beer trick that you can do with a straw. Now you win a lot of bets with this, Myra?
I always get free drinks at the bars.
All right.
Let's hear it for Nurse Myra.
Nurse Myra. All right, watch it now. She takes the straw, she melts it, and it's kind of bending off to one side, and she says it makes it just like having a funnel.
Exactly.
So the straw will pump out the air, and you will be able to chug the whole beer.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
There she goes. It's going. It's gone. Hey, wait a minute.
She just got a kiss from Frenchie. All right, see, now that's bad. And what happens to bad girls?
Bad girls get... They do. They get spanked. That was very, very bad. That was naughty.
All right, here she goes. Wow.
Nurse Myra's got her skirt up.
Oh, come on.
I think she was a lot naughtier than that.
Which one of the ladies wants to light her up a little bit? Right, there's Gaia. Bring Gaia up. Gaia from Ron Fez.
Come on up. A little low there, Gaia.
Look at it. Andy, look at it.
I thought she caught the tailbone with that one. You can't hit the spine on the... now they're kissing and making out.
That's nice.
Oh, but Frenchie's left out. Oh, get in there, Frenchie. But what about F me boob? She's left out. They're all kissing. What about Sweet Melissa? She's left out. What about Too Cute? What about Flash and Annie? She's left out.
Annie the Flasher.
What about Helen? She's left out.
Oh, Helen.
That's sad. Oh, look at them all kissing. It's so nice.
Oh, they need to kiss and make up. What about telling Helen?
Oh, there they are. It's a girl makeout.
Hi, Ronnie.
It's Ice Cream Girl. Yeah. Fez, it's like the NWO of hot chicks. Oh my God! Look, I didn't know she was here. It's Crazy Claire.
Crazy Claire. Ronnie, I can't see you on the other side of the Ron and Fez girls.
There they go.
Oh, just loving each other. I'm so glad they're friends again, Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm so glad they're friends again after that bad fight.
Why did they yell poop sex?
No, group sex.
Oh, group.
If it's poop sex, I know we can get Billy Staples up here.
The Scat Man.
All right, let's. And you know what? I also want to grab, Crazy Claire did the sweetest thing. She offered to go on a prom date. And here comes her prom date up to the stage.
Oh, nice. The happy couple.
Come on, sheepy.
Here comes the sheep lover. His prom is coming up at the end of May, and we got him a crazy date. People love it, sheepy. Come on up, sheep lover.
All right, get in the middle of that, sheepy.
He's a shy high school senior.
All right, it's turning into an F palace up here. All right. All right. We got to move off. We got to keep it going.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Hold the hot babies off. We'll have you back up.
The girls of the Ron and Fez show.
Oh, F me boobs just popped her breast out. F me boobs. Oh, no.
Everyone careful. Careful coming off the stage.
We got another challenge, right, on the beers?
That's right. Another beer stunt, Ronnie.
Uh-huh.
Our own Dan from Hoboken.
Dan from Hoboken. The instant feedback king.
Here he comes. Here's Dan from Hoboken.
I don't even know this one girl making out over here. This is strange. Now they're starting to have babies in front of us. Oh, it's Vada Ben.
The electric Vada Ben.
Vada Ben. All right, get over there and kiss the other girls. It'll be nice.
There you go.
Make friends. Make her feel welcome. All right, now how many beers can you do in a row, Dan?
We're going to do as many as the funnel fits.
All right.
As many as Gaia. How classy.
Wow, just letting out the belts from hell.
Right. All right, that's one beer.
Dan from Hoboken filling his funnel.
2 beers.
The king of the beer funnel. The third beer entering the funnel.
We're going. He's going for his 4th beer into a beer funnel.
Seeing how much 4th beer can fit.
And by the way, if anybody needs a ride back to Jersey, Dan will be driving as far as Hoboken.
That is 4 beers in that funnel now, Ronnie.
4 beers.
Damn.
Or as Billy Staples calls this, breakfast. All right, here he goes. Your attention on Dan from Hoboken.
We're going to raise the funnel up so that Dan can get a clean drink. He's going. 4 beers. Wow! He does it. A 4-beer funnel.
4 beers.
A 4-beer funnel. Dan from Hoboken.
Nice burp, Dan.
Uh-oh. You all right, buddy?
Is he gonna?
Is it staying down? And, of course, it's always nice when Dan throws the sign to the devil.
Sure.
Orange to the devil there. Nice work, Danny.
All right, let's go on to the next contestant in the Cruel Circus. Who do we got coming up, Rory? All right, we have Anthony. Come on up, Anthony, wherever you are. Now, we've seen all kinds of freaks. We've seen web toes. We've seen people blowing milk out of their eyeballs. But Anthony says that he can catch quarters off his elbows.
All right, a stack of quarters, off his elbow. Ronnie, are they mutant elbows?
No, regular quarters.
Regular quarters.
How many, Anthony, how many quarters are you going to be catching?
I can catch at least 14. I'll attempt 20, whatever you want me to do.
All right, he's going to start with 14. Watch him very closely.
All right, please give him some room. He's stacking the quarters up on his elbow.
That is freakish.
He caught 14 quarters.
What do you want to do some more?
You want to go higher?
All the way without looking, he said. How many quarters altogether?
I'll do 18.
All right, 18. Judges, watch closely. He'll be doing 18 quarters without looking.
Wow.
It's a freak. All right, let's see you go, bro.
Yeah, it is wacky. I think Christine, the milk girl with the lactating eyes, she's got some worries here.
I know for a fact Kenny Allen has done 23 quarters.
Really? 18 quarters stacked up. Looking away. Catches them.
All right, let's check with the judges. Wait. He would like to do 25 first. Who wants to see him do 25?
The hardest part for him is counting to 25. All right, you get him stacked up there, buddy. What's that?
Here he goes. I think it's fantastic, Chris.
I think he can do it. This is Anthony with the quarters.
Here he goes. It's an amazing feat.
He's looking away.
Oh!
He got 24.
You suck! You suck! You suck! You suck!
He got an amazing 24 out of 25 quarters,
one dropped, Anthony. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
Phenomenal. At this point, we're looking at almost 96%. It's 96%. Let's be quiet. We're going to the judges. Rossi, what do you give them?
It's off the scale. 0.
A 0.
Oh, 0?
That's going to be tough to come back.
I didn't know that was on. I didn't know that was part of our criteria.
All right, let's check with Ass Man. What do you give?
-1.
-1.
Oh, a sub score at this point.
-1. -1. 0 plus -1. Exactly.
All right, now it's going to be tough for him to come back and tie. He's going to need 31 points from Mikey D.
Who can only give him 10.
What do you think, Mikey?
0. Big donut, man.
0. Wow.
All right. It's going to be hard to add up. Let's go to the score cage.
What does he have?
A big whopping -1.
-1.
That's -1 from Rachel, the Tenacious C.
Now, Fezzi, as we said before, you never know who's going to stop here.
That's true.
And there's somebody I spotted in the crowd. I'm excited to see her. She's not a retard.
She's not?
And how you all like to suck her ass. It's Moshin the Slipknot.
Moshin!
Does a retard drink? I don't think so.
She's right. Does a retard drink? And the answer is no.
No. But you know what the problem is? She saw the cages and thought this was the zoo. Oh, she just flipped me off. And used the wrong finger.
All right, she's with someone to say something to all of you.
Yo, how'd you all like to suck my ass?
Billy Staples, how about it?
Billy Staples!
How'd you like to suck her ass?
I'd love to suck her ass! What do you say, Moshin? Get down on your knees, Billy. Here it goes. Oh! He's going right in there.
extra chromosome that makes it taste so good.
Sure. And now, Moshin the Slipknot likes to lead the same way all the time with the old clothesline trick. Here she goes. Moshin the Slipknot. There she goes.
She's on a clothes hanger. There she goes.
She's great.
Cruel Circus.
She's fantastic.
It seems to be getting crueler as the night goes on.
Yeah, it's a little cruel.
All of a sudden, Anthony the Quarter Guy feels much better about himself. Yes.
My favorite line was, "Hey, would a retard be drinking?" The only way she can prove she's not a retard is by having a cocktail.
By her blood alcohol limit.
Name me one retard with a highball. I dare you.
I'll do. Retard drink.
All right, we're going to get back to the contest. There seems to be some rumbling. Some rumbling in the corridors. It sounds like it's the faggot of the opera. Rick! Ronnie from the stage!
Oh, Ronnie, I'm scared! Ronnie, I'm scared!
The opera!
I'm scared, Ronnie! It is him!
Faggot of the opera!
Hello, faggot of the opera!
How's everybody doing?
Great, the monotone faggot of the opera's here.
There's no ending to the stupid bet. We just want to make him do it. I know how to end it. Rooster!
Take it down!
Put the boots on! You know...
Hey!
All right, there you go. You're out.
There goes the faggot of the opera, who actually had banana on his breath. That's weird. Who could he possibly be? We may never know.
All right, time for another freak. This is another genetic mutant, Fez, coming to the stage. A guy who will make you think about yourself. Thank God all my toes are okay. Because every time a baby is born, you check the toes right off the bat to know whether you want to keep it or not.
That's the first sign.
Do we have them, Rory? Keith? Are you the toe guy? Come on up.
All right.
Got it? All right. Now, what exactly happened to you? Before you show us? Or don't show us yet. Just explain.
No, if you look at when I was born, if you look at my birth print, most the birth print's usually the left foot. It just looks like a normal foot. Well, mine doesn't look very normal, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you because it's better than explaining it. Dan from Hoboken.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at this toe.
He's got an extra toe bone.
Right. Now, Fez, the toe shoots off. It is a lobster toe. There's no doubt about it. But there's no reason that you can't clip the nail every once in a while.
I was going to do that, but I thought it'd be better for the show if I didn't.
He has two toe bones, so his big toe is twice as wide. It's a double wide.
It's literally a Vulcan toe. Live long and prosper.
And the way it points out, it looks like it should be on the other foot.
Right. Now, the only way we're going to know if this is a true freak, though, is if Billy Staples puts it in his mouth.
Billy has a taste for the freaks.
Is willing to put another nasty toe. We need some applause if you want to see Billy do that.
You want Billy to do it?
Go ahead, Billy. You gross bastard.
the toe jam from in between. Billy just licked the toe jam from in between. How was it, Billy Staples?
Nobody asked you to do that, Billy.
Oh.
All right, let's check with the judges.
Wow, we're going to go over to Rossi from WNEW.
I don't see how this guy's not going to win at all.
Oh, 7.
7.
A 7 for the double wide toe. We're going to take
What's going on? Wait, he wants to show his other foot. What's that?
Oh, his foot is red. He's got a big birthmark on his other foot.
Look, the whole thing is just all red.
Oh, now Nurse Myra's crying because it reminds her of a map of Serbia.
Sure. He had this foot stuck in his mom for 5 years, and it stained him.
It got caught in the birth canal.
All right, let's see next one.
We got to go to the ass man and get his score.
5.
5?
2 plus 3. 3 plus 2. 4 plus 1. Exactly.
That's a 5 from the ass man.
All right, then to Mikey D from Broadway.
Broadway's down, Mikey D.
I'll give him a 5.
Another 5. All right, checking the score cage for Keith. And the Rachel that today should say a 17. A 17 for Keith.
All right, we got to take, when we come back, a gentleman who is going to hang weights from his nips as well as his junk, ladies. And he asked for one thing. In the front row, he says, is ladies only.
Ah, sorry, Al.
The ladies and Al. Ladies and Al in the front row. And, of course, Billy, ready for a snack.
At all times.
We'll be right back.
It's a Grow Circus. We're Ron and
Ron, Fez, 1027, WNEW, WNEW.
Ron and Fez here to tell you about MHN Hair Restoration Studio. Finally, they're taking the stress out of hair loss. They're going to educate you and walk you through all your questions. If you just give them a call, 1-800-HAIR-202.
You know, it's the 21st century. You don't have to go through life looking like Moby, like a big cue ball head. Do something nice for yourself. Call this number, 1-800-HAIR-202, 1-800-HAIR-202. Now, MHN, they're recognized as the industry leader in solving hair loss problems. They've been doing this for more than 30 years. They have an exclusive, state-of-the-art hair replacement program. Go there for a free consultation. See for yourself. You'll see what you look like with a full head of hair. Most important, 100% natural hairline is guaranteed, or you get your money back.
No surgery, no bad toupees, just hair exactly like the hair you once had. MHN has helped satisfy thousands. Now it's your turn. Give MHN Hair Restoration Studio a call. 1-800-HAIR-202, 1-800-HAIR-202.
To show off his freaks.
You know what, Ronnie? It's nice when you don't have to travel far from home to find the freaks of nature.
Yeah.
We have one right in our own office. He's the human mole boy. It's Wonderboy.
All right. Let's get a quick count of the amount of back moles.
His back is entirely covered with moles.
Here's the problem.
Wonderboy.
You would think moles not a problem, Fezzy, but what's the problem is they start to burn. Yeah, let's try to connect the dots.
All right, Fretchy's up here.
All right, hold on.
She does great work with a Sharpie.
Here's a weird, if you look at some of this, you got, why would this hurt you? You got a mole here. I know how they connect. And then another one over here that goes in that direction. and then straight up. And there it is. And then it just goes off on its own.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just...
Yeah, that's odd. Sometimes
yeah, that is odd.
You never know where you're going to find a picture in nature.
You might be a dickbag.
Yeah.
Makes you miss that, doesn't it, Fez?
Sure does.
Yeah. All right, we got another gentleman who's coming up here. Everybody just take, if you're in the front, everybody take back a step because he works with fire.
All right.
And as Billy Staples knows, fire burns.
Fire bad. Fire hurt, Billy. Yes, Billy, you can lick the moles later.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do want to see a mole licking later tonight. All right, here he is, Fez.
We're going to bring him up. He is Fire James.
Fire James. He's already fire. He's already lighting himself up as we speak. All right, he is. He is on fire.
James has lit his own jacket on fire.
Wait, now he's got mouse traps on his nips.
They are
lighting them on fire.
They're clamped right onto his nips, these mouse traps.
He needs a better lighter. Here.
Gee, is there a smoker in the building?
There they are. His nipple.
Oh! His mouse traps are on fire as they're attached to his nips.
Now that's a show, folks. All right, what's he got here now? He's got another mouse trap.
Mouse trap to the dog.
He just pulled out his Johnson in front of Al Dukes on the ground. Al, get up close.
Al's going to blow out the fire, Ronnie.
Right. And he's lit the mouse. Al, blow it out. Blow it out. Blow it out. Blow it out. Your mouth. Al, come on. Come on, Al, blow it out. All right, let it. Billy Staples. Now, wait, he's got a staple gun out. He's got a staple gun. He's going to staple the sack. What are we stapling? Oh, he's going to staple his fingers.
All right. Just a quick recap. Go ahead, James. He just stapled himself to his hand webbing to a mouse trap. He has stapled his hand to a piece of wood and he's ready to light it on fire.
He's ready to light it up. Our people don't have the lighter ready. There he is,
and
folks.
His hand is on fire. His hand is on fire.
That's a great act. I don't care what anybody says.
All right. Quick recap from James. He put mouse traps on his nips, lit him on fire. Put a mouse trap on his junk, lit it on fire. Stapled his hand to a mouse trap, lit it on fire.
Wow, that is a freak. He said the hard part is getting it off, which Al said he'd get it off for you.
Al's got no problem helping you get it off.
Yeah, bring it up. What are you going to do to get it off your hand now?
I have a knife over there. I'll just pop it out or whatever.
He's going to tap it out or whatever, Fez. He's doing his act.
Whatever you can do.
Wow.
All right, the judges have to be impressed with Fire James.
Fire James, let's go over it again, Fez. He put mouse traps on his nips.
Lit him on fire.
Put a mouse trap on his junk.
Lit it on fire.
Took his staple gun and stapled to his own hand.
Lit it on fire. All right, we'll take it to the judges.
How can this not be a perfect score? We will find out.
They've got to be impressed. We're going to hand it over to Rossi from WNEW Promotions. What do you give Fire James?
Easily a 10.
A 10.
A 10.
Let's go over to the Ass Man.
Ass Man, what do you say?
10. 10.
A 10?
10. 5 plus 5. 4 plus 6. Exactly. It will be up to Mikey D. Mikey D, who, what I know, Mikey D has seen a lot of acts in his Broadway career. And also, of course, playing the young boy in shorts in the film The Godfather, 1972.
Mikey D said he once saw the great Helen Hayes, the First Lady of American Theater, light a mousetrap on her cooch.
And Helen Hayes turned to a very young Mikey D and said, "You have got it."
It. You've got that certain something.
Mikey D, what do you give her?
What do you give James?
James, I'm going to have to give you a 9.
That's awful. All right, Tenacious C, what did James get?
A less than perfect 29.
A less than perfect 29.
That's Tenacious C in the score cage.
All right, James's boyfriend is screaming at me. He won! He won! That's your uncle, sure. I know, yeah, that's fine.
Same thing.
Just because he's paying your way into the circus, don't make him your uncle. Now, that's great. You have a nice family. Now head home and suck your uncle. Go get your shine box. All right, here we go. You know, we always wondered about this. Why is she called the Tenacious C?
I've always wondered myself. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Well, they call me...
I always thought it was her grade point average.
No.
Wow.
Something else. All right. We got one last. That'll be good for Rudy. Just run around chopping. He's got enough leeway, right? He's fine. All right, we got one more. Sometimes you just let people know what's going on. We got one more act here tonight, Fezzi, who is a young man who impressed us when he stopped by the studio. Although I will say this, I got emails from your mom saying, please, I'd rather he did not do it and let other people know not to do this. It's bad.
Okay.
So it's great to have your mom stalking you around saying, don't let him on your show.
We're going to bring him here. He's on stage. It's Hey Jude.
All right, stop it. He's trying to make friends.
Ronnie, Jude does a variety of acts. So Jude, what do you want to start with?
I'll start with a nail.
He's going to put a nail through his nose.
He's going to hammer it right up into his septum, right up his nostril.
Take your time, Jude. You're okay. We got plenty of time here. All right, watch closely,
what
folks.
What size nail, buddy? I don't know. All right, big nails.
All right. There he is, hammering away. That's two nails in the same nostril. No.
Don't do it. Snotty nails. Three nails, Ronnie. 3 nails up his nostril.
That's just the beginning of his freak show. What's next for us, Jude? All right, Mike is going to hammer a nail through its tongue. Now, there is a small area where he already has a hole in his tongue, but there goes.
He's having his tongue nailed to a piece of wood. And there you saw it dangle.
All right, what's next for you?
Now the shirt's coming off.
Well, here's the surprise. He's covered in tattoos.
Nice.
I never would have believed it. All right, what are we going to do here? All right, you see he's got the 2 nipple rings. He's got a what pound weight? Is that
10 pounds?
10 pound weight.
It's a 10 pound weight attached to a chain, attached to 2
and he's swinging it.
He's swinging it that weight back and forth right off his nips. Right off his nip rings. Let's hear it for him. It's Jude.
Well, I guess that's it. I guess he doesn't do anything. What? You do more?
What do you got? Jude. Just wait a
Tim,
minute.
You've got a weight attached to a bolt through the end of his junk.
All right. Oh, there it is. Swing it. 10 pounds off the tip of his junk. Swing it. 10 pounds. Right in the shin, Jude. Right in the shin.
What you get in length, you lose in girth, I believe, Fezzi.
Stretched out like a straw.
It's like silly putty down there.
All right. That's a great act.
All right, swinging a weight off the tip of his junk.
What more
Swinging
could
weight
the
off,
judges want?
Swinging weight off his nip rings. Also, he nailed his tongue to a board and hammered nails up his nose. It's, hey, Jude, you got...
Jude, we can't say enough nice things about you.
Piercing or no?
Yes, what do you want to pierce?
What do you want to pierce?
Genital piercing?
Genital piercing.
Okay. I think we have time.
You want to... Now, this is your girlfriend here?
I think we have time for a genital piercing.
All right. The person that would love to do your genital piercing is our own Al Dukes.
All right.
Also known as...
The Faggot of the Opera.
All right.
Al Dukes is up here to perform the genital piercing, and he's putting on the rubber gloves.
Now, will Al need to hold it while he's piercing?
Yes.
Maybe Billy Staples should help at the same time.
Remember, give a little tickle when you're doing it.
Billy Staples, help him get back on stage, people. He's awfully drunk.
Billy, get a glove on. You're in the game again, big man.
Nice.
Both of you guys down on your knees, too, so the people can see.
Al Dukes has the needle that'll perform the genital piercing.
All right, look. All right, everybody lean back. So he's now pulled the junk out. Billy has a hold of the clamp. And Al Dukes has the needle that he's about to run through. And there they go, working as a team.
It's through, it's pierced.
Oh, my God.
Amateur piercings of the junk. What more?
Oh, my God.
Billy Staples held the clamp that had the junk skin, pulling it tight.
Billy, don't throw that rug around. The whole thing of having a glove so it doesn't smack the rest of us. Billy's like a bullfighter throwing his glove to people.
And Al Dukes put the needle right through the junk. Nice work, Al Dukes.
Let's hear it for Jude. Let's go to the judges.
First. The crowd chanting for a 10.
Rossi, what do you give him?
10.
10.
A 10 from Rossi.
All right, let's go over to the ass man.
10.
5 plus 5. 4 plus 6. 7 plus 3. Exactly.
And Broadway's own Mikey D.
10.
Ronnie? We also have Anthony from Opie and Anthony wants to make a comment.
Anthony.
You know, apparently that was the first time Al Dukes pierced a man's junk, as opposed to the other way around.
Right, getting pierced by the junk.
Getting pierced by the junk. And the funny thing was, no one saw that in the back, but he his sweater. When he saw the... Yeah, it's awful, but great job.
right, we have a tie now.
We have a tie. That was our final act. We have a tie between Jude, the human piercer, and also Christine with the lactating eye.
All right, we will take a break. We'll let the audiences do their applause. Let the judges talk it over. The judges will have to come up with a unanimous decision to see who won this. Will it be the young lady who squirted milk from her eye?
Or will it be Hey Jude, who swung weights off his nipple piercings and his genital piercings?
We'll be right back. You don't want to miss this. It's the Cruel Circus.
Who's going to win?
With the RonFez.net people.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW. Ron and Fez. 1027
finding ourselves in a highly unusual situation. Ronnie, the Cruel Circus Talent Showcase, there's a tie for first place.
I would never believe this. I know, like in every contest they say, there are no losers. But tonight, I like to feel like every one of you freaks is a loser. I really mean that.
Nothing but losers tonight.
I don't see one of you living over 35. I don't see it happening. It's not your fault. We're going to bring up Jude, and who did the...
He swung weights off his nip piercings and genital piercings.
And then also Christine, who did a fabulous job.
Christine with the lactating eye. Come on over, Christine.
We'll see what the crowd likes. But after all, it is up to the judges. Let Christine feel your love, folks.
Let's hear it for Christine.
And let's hear it for Jude. It's very close, Fezzy. I would not want to be a judge here tonight.
Not with their drinking problems.
No. Let's check with Rossi.
The judges are conferring. Rossi, Mikey D, and the Ass Man. They're going to judge the crowd response.
You know, no matter who wins this, Fezzy, I feel like we made friends tonight. I really do.
Yes, we did.
Thing.
More freak friends.
More freak friends, as if we don't have enough.
Just
Rossi,
what we needed.
I hate to wake you up out of that roof in all stupor, but we do need to figure out who you picked as winner.
Is it Christine or is it Jude?
Jude is our winner tonight. Christine, you did fabulous. We have some party gifts. What do we have for...
We've got an MP3 player for our runner-up.
Nice.
Christine.
Maybe he can bring you back some MP3s from Iceland, honey. There you go.
You're walking away with an MP3 player.
Get a Bjork record. It's just as good.
And the winner of a trip for two to Iceland from IcelandAir.com. Hey, Jude.
Oh, it is his sister that loves him. Here's Jude's girlfriend. What's your girlfriend's name?
April.
April would love to flash for everybody.
She wants to hear it, though.
They are so cute. They're just... Frenchie's up. Frenchie's staggering over. Oh, God.
Frenchie just kissing away on April. Enjoying some April wine.
By the way, these are some of the people at the show. All right, well, congratulations to you, Jude.
Enjoy Iceland.
Little Dan's, East Northport.
What's that again?
Little Dan's in East Northport.
Little Dan's in East Northport. His family and friends so excited for him. Bessie, you never know what's going to be wrong, so we had to be prepared all night. we've got some gentlemen here, real New York heroes. Rory, who's here tonight?
We have John here.
An AFT who's been watching over us all night.
Hey,
Thank
John,
you,
how
John.
you doing?
What's this with you?
Thanks for having us down. Thank you, everyone. It means a lot. It really does. We want to thank Bensonhurst Volunteer Ambulance. There we go. Out of Brooklyn. We'd like to thank the cooperation of AMR out of Manhattan, who was nice enough to let us come in here. We want to welcome back a gentleman by the name of Phil, who claims he has the largest unit in the ambulance industry.
Hooray!
All right, there they go, folks.
Thank you, John and Tommy. Thank you very much, guys.
Real New York heroes. There they go, folks.
John and Tommy. Thanks, John.
Now, Fez, Al Dukes keeps begging to put something hot in his mouth.
Oh, where's Big Jim?
The guys on the show wanted to go out with a hot pepper and sauce eating contest. Who's all going to be in the contest? We got Rory, Al, Billy, Wonderboy. Hawk, are you going to do this as well?
Here's the Hawk, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's hear it for a Hawk, folks. He's been here all night. It's a Hawk fact.
And, of course, the Tenacious C.
Tenacious C, who told us tonight why she got that nickname. All right, what are we starting with? What's the first pepper?
All right, Roddy, the first pepper is the Cariba.
Caribas! All right, pass them out.
Everyone get a Cariba.
On the count of three. All right, Al, put that, just lick the end of it, Al. Everybody has to lick the end of it, Al.
Oh, he did it.
What a fag. All right, on three. Start eating that first pepper. Ready? Go.
There they go. They're biting right into him. It's our retarded staff. Al Dukes.
All right, Staples can't stand a pepper. He's sucking on toes.
Sorry we gave you something gross.
Rory having trouble. Nobody is allowed to drink. Finish up that pepper.
Finish your peppers. These are the Caribas.
Oh! Wonderboy's dripping down his mouth.
Oh, Wonderboy. Get it in the bucket.
All right, now let's get some quick hot sauce.
All right. This is the hot pot hot sauce.
Real quick, there's 8 of you up there. Everybody help out and get involved here.
There you go. Everybody grab a spoon. You'd think the spoons would be ready, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Come on, Rory. You big girl. You can do it.
All right, everybody put your spoon in.
Put the spoon over the bucket. Look, Ronnie, their hands are just shaking. Their hands are all trembling.
There we go. Ready?
They're all taking the hot pot hot sauce. How's it feeling, boys? Oh, it's hot.
Billy, are you able to make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
What's next?
What is next? The green serrano. The green serrano pepper is next. Everyone grab a green serrano pepper.
And Al, remember, you have to lick the end of that pepper.
Always lick the tip.
Everybody licks the tip.
Why do you do that? You're so gross. It's not. Everybody got one? All right, eat your green serrano.
That's
Get
good.
it down.
That's tasty.
Ronnie, right now, all 6 still in the competition. All 6 of them.
Does anybody want to drop out yet? Anybody feel they can't make it?
Anyone want to quit?
Al spitting a little bit.
Al, eat your pepper. Ronnie,
question. Will Billy eat the puke pepper?
Hawk is out. Will Billy eat the puked up pepper?
Billy's the best. All right, the EMT threw up.
Oh, great.
That's wrong. All right, Hawk is out of the contest.
Hawk is out. That leaves us with 5. Wonderboy, Rory, Billy Staples, the Tenacious C, and Al Dukes.
Tenacious C, how you doing, baby?
Oh, it's hot.
She's hot.
Are you ready for the next item?
What is the next item coming up?
The next item, Ronnie, is wasabi.
Wasabi!
Everyone get your spoons ready.
Hold on, wait for everybody to go at the same time.
Everyone get a big spoonful.
Look at the heaping spoon that Wonderboy has grabbed.
Everyone get a big spoonful.
Wasabi!
5 left.
Wasabi! On 3, they eat a huge spoon of wasabi. 1, 2, 3.
We lost 2. Billy is still puking. Al, puke in the bucket.
Wonderboy's puking.
Wonderboy is out.
Look at Tenacious C. Is stronger than...
They're all shoving each other to get to the puke bucket. Ronnie, the next item will be more hot sauce.
More hot sauce.
This is possible side effects hot sauce. Possible side effects hot sauce. Down to 2 people. It's Rory Hamptons against the Tenacious.
Who's going to win this? Will be Rory Hampton. Will it be Tenacious C?
Hawk, Wonderboy, Billy, and Al.
Oh, Billy's heading to the bathroom.
Billy's got to crap himself.
He just told me it's an ass burn. Let him go.
Billy's going to... Everybody run. Sweet Lord in heaven. All right, let's...
Oh, look at him shaking like he's a stroke victim.
Where's your baby? Take your spoonful.
He's dripping it.
Take your possible side effects hot sauce. Do it. They both took their hot sauce.
Oh, is the C going to puke?
Roy just screaming. How you doing, Roy Hampton? It's too hot.
Tenacious C is one hot thing. There's no doubt about it.
Anybody want to quit? Anybody want to quit?
Rory thinks he's getting stronger. All right, what's next?
Next is the Scotch bonnet pepper. That's a form of habanero. Next is the habanero.
I don't think Rory looks good. I think he could be having some trouble here.
Rory's eyes are bleeding.
All right, let's go.
Eat your habaneros.
They're both having trouble. They're both having trouble.
All right, there they go. All right, the Tenacious C. Oh, she's crying, Ronnie. She's crying.
Now I am turned on. Now I'm finally turned on. All right, what is next? These are 2.
Next is
2 warriors.
Next is the after death sauce. Let's go ahead and have these spoons.
Oh, this is as bad as it gets. The after death sauce. Come on, put your hands together for these warriors.
This is the after death sauce.
You realize the smoke that's smoking about half an hour? Oh my God.
Rory's got hot in his eye. mouth. Why?
They're both crying.
Why isn't the girl crying like this, Ronnie?
She's crying pretty bad.
You're not Braveheart. Knock it off.
Let's check with the EMTs. All right. The official word from the EMTs, it's bad.
Thank you, Tommy. All right, the next item is the sudden death sauce. Sudden death sauce. We had the near death, now we have the sudden death.
They just did the sudden death. Roy's in trouble. He started. It's over.
It's over. Rachel, the Tenacious C. She laid all the guys to waste.
She is a goddess of hot sauce.
There she is, our new Ron and Fez hot sauce, hot pepper, wasabi champions, the Tenacious C.
And in the puke and pepper bucket, who'd like to see Billy Staples take a snack?
What a mess. Oh. Congratulations, Tenacious C. Also, congratulations to Jude. He won our trip to Iceland tonight for the Cruel Circus. Thanks again to IcelandAir.com.
One more time from the Opie and Anthony Show. It's Anthony.
We'll thank our judges, Rossi, Mikey D, and the Ass Man. Thank you to RonFest.net.
Who's going to stay around and party with us for a while? Till Monday.
Monday, we'll be back at 7 right after Opie and Anthony.